Guys, we are back live and in the building. Tuesday night, another chillin' chat, let's go show, moving and grooving, walking and talking. Guys, we got a whole lot to talk about as usual. Arcade1Up news and notes, which is a little odd. It's been a while, guys. We gotta dust off the Arcade1Up hats and hoodies because it's been a long time since they've really said anything or brought anything into the limelight through this space. Am I correct? So we'll dive into some cool stuff like what B Kong has brought in his latest video, which is super dope. He did a great job. And we got iconic news as well. So iconic is, oh boy, like let me tell you something. I'm gonna bring a little clarification on that as well. The second payment, guys, it's coming, and we'll let you know all about that jazz. Plus, we got modding news and notes. Our boy Vic Vicious getting a little modding action done, so I'm very proud of him because he's following the footsteps of his pops. I'm just kidding. Let's go, guys. Let's get ready. Chat, I need you to holla if you hear me.
If you hear me.
That's right, baby. We're going to scroll all the way up the top. And how can I forget? I'm in such a joyful mood, not only because I'm here with you guys and the home arcade community, and we're talking arcades, but the Cubbies, your Chicago Cubs and my Chicago Cubs. Game 1 is down, baby. Up on the Padres out of a best-of-3 game series. Oh, let's go. We just need one more, and we're advancing on to the Brewers. Guys, the Cubs are in the playoffs, and we are rocking and rolling. Final score to that one was 3-1. Getting the job done. I was very nervous in the first 5 innings because there was zero offense from your Chicago Cubs. So, again, I'm excited about that, and that's baseball. So if I got baseball fans in the chat, let me know if your team is doing all right or if your season's already over. Oh, let's go, baby. It's time to start the show. Vic Vicious, one of my channel moderators in the house, man. Iconic shipping late. Arcade1Up dead, and now Cyrus the Virus Rosenberg leaves Arcade1Up, and now a change of senior licensing at Basic Fun. I hope this isn't a bad omen. Guys, we've just heard Arcade1Up, little shakeup at the helm. Is it time? Is the application up? Should the CornerCade apply for Arcade1Up? Oh, baby, let's go. Wouldn't that be something? Oh man, that company needs a lot of help, man. Holy cow. We're gonna dissect it a little bit. I try to be positive because this hobby is so damn cool, but you gotta weigh both sides of the scale here. You know, you gotta tell it for what it is, right? You gotta tell it for what it is. I kind of got shipping late, guys. This is old news. We broke this. Vic Vicious, you're here every show. We broke this a month ago, and I'll bring the screenshot back up. It's nothing. It's the same thing. It's what we broke a month ago from what I heard, and it's just now official. An official statement is out, which is great because we'll take a look at that too. We'll get both sides of the fence, guys. Yeah, we'll talk about Arcade1Up and Cyrus and Basic Fun, and there's a lot of interesting news and notes there. Calvin Wong, CornerCade crew channel member, thank you so much, man, for stopping by. Joe Cade with a fist bump. I know he's watching his Yankees, so Joey, don't you know, they're in the AL division, so you know, American League don't really have anything, you know, with my Cubbies in the National League, so it doesn't really matter. But I hope they lose because we hate the Yankees. Everybody hates the Yankees, right? Besides Joe Cade in the house, baby. Damien, deal with it, is in the building. We will see Basic Fun by Arcade1Up in 2026. Now, that is a bold prediction, my son here. Holy cow, that's a bold prediction. The clues are pointing to a sure looks like it. First the products, and now their employees. So, you know, I get a lot of smoke, there's fire. You know, we came up with a video. We did a live stream. You know, is Arcade1Up working with Basic Fun? Little 70-30 action, right? In the cut. Maybe. We don't know. We don't know what happens behind the scenes, but that's some good speculation that we had because you see this all coming to fruition. Maybe Cyrus has been there a lot longer than just today, right? Just today when we found out that his what, Indeed or LinkedIn profile changed. Cool news and notes. Like, we'll definitely touch on it when we get there. When we get to the Arcade1Up section of the show, I want you guys to, well, I think we have a sounder for that. That's right, baby. Scott, Big Papa Pump Steiner in the house. So let your voices be heard because we want to talk about that as well. We definitely do. Let's see, Jason here. Jason is in the building. Dude, I know this guy's excited just like I am. Oh my God. Next year for Home Arcade is going to be absolute fire. Home Arcade in 2026 is fucking back, baby. Double Dragon. Yes, that is, yeah, that's happening, man. And it would have been here sooner if things wouldn't have happened, you know, with the world life problems that we live with. We would have had Double Dragon already here. So 2026, early 2026, you're looking at, you know, I think the obvious lineup that's going to be coming to fruition is TMNT, Double Dragon. That's pretty good, right? It's pretty good so far. I mean, I'm in for both of those. We still need to find, guys. We left off last week. I still need to find a company that's going to make a 2-player control panel for my Supreme Cap. So that's still a problem that we got to solve, because I'm not going to be in on all these cabinets that they're all 4 players. Like that's ridiculous. I'm already getting the XL size. It's already bigger. You know, I can't be doing all that stuff. Come on now. We only got so much space. Space is the enemy, right? And Arcade1Up will believe you that space is more than meets the eye, right? It's not that no, it's not the depth, guys. The width. Okay, let's keep going. The B-Me is in the building, not upset at all. Happy that Arcade1Up is flushing down the toilet. They're circling, right? Circling. Let's see here. Yep, there's a follow-up to that. Thumper Squid, thank you for being here, man. One of my CornerCade crew channel moderators. Arcade1Up got me in a home arcade. I'll be sad that they suck now. And yes, I mean, they started this revolution, right? And it was really so much, I think, what the backstory is that Walmart came to certain companies, like they met tastemakers, and they say, hey, we want you to make a Pacman arcade, you know, an arcade. And Tastemakers was the one that then started up Arcade1Up, right? Isn't that like kind of story? So really, we have Walmart to thank at the end of the day, but Arcade1Up was on such just a cool ass run of getting all these titles and all these games and all these form factors and shooters, drivers, fighters, you name it, beat 'em ups. You know, it was, you know, I would say, what a time to be alive, right? It was such a cool thing. Sucked me into the hobby. You know, I'll never forget that, you know, Third Floor Arcade with Jason and Michael B. the Game Genie actually got me started in on this. I came across their videos somehow, some way on YouTube. The algorithm caught me like a fish on a hook, and it was destiny, right? So that's how I got suckered into this. My wife was like, what the hell are you doing? You know, we bought our first Mortal Kombat machine, and she's like, this is ridiculous. What are you doing? And the rest is history, right? And I never thought in a million years I'd be doing my own YouTube show on home arcades or becoming a YouTuber and talking about this great hobby that we enjoy each and every day with everybody. So again, it's all good. It's all good. All right, let's scroll down here. Because there's gonna be a heavy Arcade1Up discussion. And speaking of Arcade1Up, they came out with a product, and it's sad because it looks like, guys, there's gonna be no XLs going forward at all, and that stinks. But you know, their market research will tell them differently. But I have something to say about that. I got something to say about that for sure. End of the line is here. Let's go, man. Thank you for stopping by. Thumper Squid, what do you got here? I remember dating Rosie before she left for the football team. What are you talking about? Stupid Fab is talking about, I got an eye on grabbing some extra PCB soon. If the event Arcade1Up ever goes under business, you're going to want to have some extra firewood since these will burn out. Yeah, that's a good point. You know, pick up those spare parts while you can. But who knows? You know, I know we've talked about this many a time. And I think what Arcade1Up is going to be doing is steering less and less away from you know, they're getting away from the arcades, you know, and they'll still be there. I think a big hint of something they could be doing, you know, they're working with Poppy's Playland or whatever, those toys that were in the claw machine. Maybe they do a Poppy's Playland themed claw machine, right? They're gonna the claw machine is gonna be their new Pac-Man, and Pac-Man will always be there, I'm sure. Maybe they do like 3 arcade titles and they have the Midway. God, I wish they would lose Midway. Can you just imagine what, you know, Basic Fun, Iconic, these other companies could do with a license like Midway? I mean, the possibilities are just endless. There's so many great arcade titles there, but we're just not going to see them in the form factors that we want them, you know. And I think that's the biggest thing for us. You know, I can't speak on, you know, the people in the New York City apartments that apparently will buy, I'm confused. They'll buy an arcade machine, but if you're in a tiny apartment, why don't you just buy like a PS5? And the market research, right? Market research. Oh boy, this is going to be a show. But Super Babbitt, little good tidbit there, a little good advice. And Damien, I'm not late. That was right on time. Sony 4K, getting the crowd hyped, getting the chat fired up. Let's go. Thank you so much, man, for being here. Another CornerCade crew channel member. Julio Hernandez in the house. One of my moderators says, "Good evening, peeps. Hey, Danny, very interesting with Cyrus leaving Arcade1Up. Here is a quote for the haters." What haters, Danny? If you don't like me but still watch me, everything I do, then that makes you a fan. I guess so. I know what it was the old adage of they hate you because you ain't you or something like that. Like I don't know. I digress. Thank you for being here, man. Let's go live from Wisconsin. That's right. Get the cheese out. Thank you, Joe Cade. Congratulations on the Cubbies. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's basic OneUp now. Basic OneUp is the new term. Theme Park 365, CornerCade crew channel member. Me and my dog Sadie is watching the CornerCade. Let's go. That's right, baby. I thought Pixel might be in here. So if a cat appears in the background, I don't know if she's in this room or not. she'll let her voice be known. I know one time she was like up in the rafters on the Arcade1Ups there. Mike Hawkers, CornerCade crew channel member. The money funding Arcade1Up is the same money funding basic fund once you dig a little bit deeper. So the tin hat conspiracy theories are in the house. I don't know, man. I did a video. I'm like, dude, these are like the exact same machines. There's no cease and desist being sent to basic fund. It's a little weird, man. Are they just like giving them the licensing because they don't have any money to make this anymore? Is Arcade1Up's name just kind of soiled with the retailers because they couldn't push, the product, and now they got all this backlog of things in the warehouse? I don't know. It's a great show. You can go back and watch on the channel, but who ultimately knows? It's only the people that actually work there know. But it's great, great chatter for us hardcore people that are really into this stuff for sure. B Kirby making it on in. Let's go, man. Thank you for being here. CornerCade crew channel member. Jim the Pacers fan as well. Thank you for being here as well. CornerCade crew channel member. Enter Sega in the house. Rounded it up, guys. Let's go, dude. We got 28 people in the house. If you haven't already, give this video a like. Really does help support the channel. We get new friendly faces in here all the time, and who knows, it might be your next best friend in the home arcade community that you hang out with and whatnot. Johnny Blaze is in the building. Let's go, man. See, Marvel is in the house. Thank you for stopping on by, guys. Let's do this. Yes, James Akari Warriors cab was awesome. I've seen a lot of that. It's really cool mod. I would love that in an XL now. It's all XL. We got a mod to show off tonight too. We'll get to that right out of the gate. J Rod's in the house. Thank you so much, man, for being here. So let's do this, guys. Let's start the show. I think I have a sounder for that.
Let's party!
There we go, baby. Okay, so let's get to this. Vic Vicious sent these on over to me. He's been working like a madman, guys, of all these arcade, third-party modding companies. He's putting all these orders in, and I thought this one was pretty cool. So let me come up this way. So he did a final fight. It's kind of like our, what do you say? Our golden axe, our golden axe, and we did the Darkstalkers, right? So this is just a final fight version of this, and he skinned his Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Dynamo Championship Edition Deluxe, and he skinned it as Final Fight, because that's what, that's the game that meant more to him growing up. So I think this is really dope. It's so cool to see these like different, like it looks like an awesome job, awesome job in this. These were all provided by Joe Sabo, so his quality of work is right up there, unmatched. It's a great. Just gotta wait a long time, and Vic has definitely waited a long time for these. So I'm sure he's happy that they're finally on there, and we can move to the next one. And I always asked him about the Simpsons too, because he did Simpsons. It's put in MVSX or an MVC2, so that was kind of cool. He's changing the form factor with that, which is a better form factor. It's got the slanted controlled panel. It's a little bit higher of a cabinet, about 3 inches high. So you're going to need a Joel inline riser for that, though. We got to make that into a deluxe. But I see the possibilities of what you're working with, and it's very, very exciting, man. So I want to show that off. These are all found in our Discord, guys. So if you want to join the Discord, this is all the conversations that happen behind the scenes. Okay, and he just said, Sir Sega said, Danny, check your Discord. I posted a picture of my last OneUp mod. All right, we can float over there, too. Let's do that here. You're going to make me pause the show for just a second. But I can float on over there. See, the thing with Discord, though, is I can't save pictures directly. So let me float over here. Let's go to the Modding Mayhem section. Oh, dude, this looks badass. Oh, this is my guy right here. Okay, we're gonna... Okay. This is good. Dude, this is really cool. Oh my god, this is awesome. Okay, let me just hold on. Let me just stop the show real quick. Let me just snip these out real quick, because these are actually really cool. this dynamo form factor, guys. It's just, you can literally do anything you want with this dynamo. That's why I love this cabinet. The Arcade1Up should have done so much more with this. They literally one and done. It's like, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing? Like, how can you? Oh, this looks so awesome. Okay, I'm gonna snip 2 of these out for you guys, and we'll show this off. This looks great. So cool. So cool. All right, let me just save these real quick. I know this isn't the best radio, right? But let's head on over here now. Let's get rid of that guy. Let's do this. Let's bring these up on screen so you guys can see these. This is awesome, guys. I love modding, and it's gonna be interesting. I want to do less modding, obviously, because modding costs a good chunk of change. You want these companies just to get it right out of the gate, But here we go, right here, guys. Look at this. Look at this right here. Let's bring me a little bit closer here. So this was sent over by Sir Sega. Let's go, man. So a commando. I've never played this game. It looks cool. Look at the setup. Look at the setup there. I mean, Vic, you gotta love this, right? Vic, this is right up your alley, dude. Let's go, man. So this is dope. I like this. You guys can take a look at this. I think this is great. I love keeping like the Arcade1Up logos on there too, because it just makes it more like official, right? But he lit up the coin door. It's got the Data East logo at the bottom. Beautiful control panel. Look at that. It just looks so damn cool. Like, there's so much you can do to mod this cabinet. It's great. It's super. It's excellent. Wait, I think we always have. I need a producer.
That's
right?
great. Super. Excellent.
And I'll tell you guys, if we scroll up here, that's not the only thing that's great. It's this guy right here. Okay, so we got Carlos in the house, dude. And Carlos not only became a member, but then he said, hold on, I can't be the only one doing this. He just gifted out 10 CornerCade Crew channel memberships. Carlos, that's a new face in a familiar place. Thank you so much, man, for joining the show and contributing. Let's see what we got going on here. We got Billy Woods Mods in the house with a membership. Steve Schwarzenegger. This is rolling so fast. Provolone Joe. You already know his name. Robot Ron. C North. Chris, I've seen you before. Let's go, man. Connell in the building getting a channel membership. And the Quarterdeck Arcade. Pete. I love Pete. I love watching Pete in the mornings. He's great. Hold on a second. Let's time out here. We also got a poll that's posted up. If you guys could go and check that out, make your voice be heard, because it's Are You Sad that there will not be an Arcade1Up XL this year? And it's going to get to further discussion. There's a method to the madness here. It's not so much me, guys. I love the XL, but it's not so much me. Carlos, thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel. Really, really do appreciate it. Let's see where we're at here. We're scrolling down. Guys, what do you think about this mod? I got another picture of it. Let's upload another picture, because it's next to our inspiration, right? It's up to our, look at that. Where's that golden axe from? That golden axe looks familiar. Let's go, guys. Oh, this is great. Look at this. This looks dope. Like, why Arcade1Up, why couldn't you have done this? This is not rocket science. You could have literally, the Dynamo should have been your next Pacman, right? Like, you could have literally came out with 100 titles in the Dynamo form factor. Oh, look at it. I don't think C North can believe his eyes either. Like, it's just, oh my God. This is great. Devastator Omega, thank you so much, man, for stopping by. But this is what it's about, guys. Like, this is it looks awesome. Who did the art package for this, Sir Sega? Was that Joe Sabos? I mean, was that Joe Sabos? I love the button combination with the white, the black, the green. It looks great. It looks great. Carlos, thank you so much, man. Thanks for all the awesome content in the videos. It's hard to this stuff ain't easy, guys. I'm telling you, it takes a lot of your time, but we have fun doing it, and it's literally just, this is what we play for, right? This is what I love sharing with you guys. And this hobby is just, it's so special. I've gotten to meet so many cool people through this hobby. We play golf all the time with a bunch of people. Like, there's so many cool things and connections. If I didn't have a channel or make the connections that I made, guys, I wouldn't have any XL cabinets in this cornercade right now. Ezekiel coming through clutch with the Pacman XL, Moat coming through with the Killer Instinct Pro, Jantry G coming through with the Midway Golden Sea. You guys would have never known I existed, right? And I would have still been waiting. The arcade would have been so much different. You know, with you guys' support, it helps build up the arcade to something that we never thought was possible. If you guys seen in our shorts, it's like a dream fantasy land come true. You know, our kids love it. My wife loves it. Friends and family gather. It's just a special time. It's a special hobby, and it's all about the atmosphere. And that's what we keep telling it. And we'll touch on that. We'll touch on that as well with the Arcade1Up talk in later, a little bit later in the show here. But yeah, I think this is definitely Joe Sabos, right? Okay, yep. Sir Sega said, yeah, Joe Sabos and GI Joel deck. I mean, it's a winning combination, right? That's exactly what we did. Joel does an awesome job just banging it out and moving the drill. Of course, I reached out to Joel, but he's going to be so busy doing these, 3/4 scale cabinets that I don't think he's going to have time to do like control panels, and it sucks. But I get it. He's a busy man, right? He's a busy man. All right, guys. So where are we at here? Let's bring this down. Like I said, Vic Vicious, thank you so much, man. And Sir Sega, you guys are awesome. This like just brings a happy smile to my face. This is dope. Even though I've never played this game, I would put this in the arcade. It's something new with something fresh or something different. Let's move the drill, right? Like that's what this hobby is not hard, guys. Like we just want new, cool, and exciting stuff. We'll get into it, and I don't mean Pacman Costco pub table for $5.99. That's not what we're looking for, but we'll talk about that as well. We'll talk about that. Thank you, Vic Vicious and Sir Sega again for sharing this cool stuff. Just really cool mods all around. And we got a chance to do something cool, and it's Vic, get your soundbar ready. Theme Park 365, thank you so much for the super sticker, $2.99 super chat. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Really do appreciate it. Goes a long way to paying for this program that we get to do weekly and record. Believe it or not, guys, I record all my videos on this as well. So when you see those shorts, when you swipe up and we'll see you in the next one, right? Those shorts, it all comes from StreamYard. So we do everything here. Without StreamYard, there's really no channel. Like there's nothing that, I mean, we're going back to the days where I'm just filming with the phone and then we can upload. Those days, we've evolved from those days at least. So thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel. Really, really do appreciate it. And Vic, you're doubling down, baby. Let's do this. All right, where we at? Sorry, I got distracted here real quick. Vic Vicious, $4.99, coming in hot. Akari Warriors Commando, both look awesome. I just wait. I have one more to come. Goddamn, I love this hobby. That was well worth it. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Vic, for supporting the channel. $4.99 super chat. Really, really do appreciate it. You know, my guy. This hobby is great, guys. Like even guys, we made it through the worst of the worst. 3 years of nothing. We just like, F it. Let's just start modding stuff, right? And I dabbled into it, and I would have gone way deeper if I could. And then the XL line really changed a lot of things for me personally. We kind of pumped the brakes on a lot of stuff. Okay, we pumped the brakes on WrestleMania. We pumped the brakes on Frogger. We were going to do those two in the deluxe formats. Guys, I'm telling you, we did Killer Instinct. We did Golden Axe. We did Darkstalkers. Trust me, guys. Our versions of these would have blown that, would have inspired you. You would have done the same thing, right? It would have blown it out of the water. Would have been phenomenal. The XL line, though, the Extreme line, the Supreme line, whatever you want to call it, it'll always be extra large. The extra large line has really just changed the game for a lot of people like myself. And this is the new future. The rest of this year is going to be exciting. There's been some hiccups, and we'll talk about that. Arcade1Up not coming out with an XL is actually really bummer. Even if they would have done a Miss Pacman XL, I would have taken that. If they would have done an NBA Jam proper XL, the marquee was like a big dome head. Like, if they would have just done these things right, like, your WrestleFest, but NBA Jam, all day would have bought that 100%. Fix the BOE monitor, just stuff like that. Anything NXL would have been something better than nothing, right? So you know, you have a hiccup there, but I think if you can get over that, you still got good stuff. Basic Fun's going to be coming out with some stuff. It looks just like right now from the promotional material that's been leaked. It looks like, Amazon's getting these Ultras in and the Counter Series and then their little handheld thing. But it looks like WrestleFest might be the only XL. So it might be Alpha 2 and WrestleFest, which I feel like I gotta, it's hard because I feel like I gotta get the WrestleFest then. I can't pass up on, because I really want that cabinet. I got artwork. It's actually right here. You can't see it, but that's WrestleFest, and it's like, I love that game. I love WrestleMania. I'm a huge wrestling fan. But yeah, I feel like I gotta get it, even if it's a 4-player. Maybe down the road, somebody can help me mod it. The woodworking skills of the community. We can find somebody, right? Right? Chat, wake up! ASO Jax Media Grounds with a huge $20 membership giveaway bonanza. Thank you so much, ASO Jax Media Grounds, for supporting the channel. Guys, go check him out on Late Night Live. I love busting balls with those guys. I got to get back on so we can talk a little about arcade cabinets. We can talk some fun stuff, because I love coming out with you guys. They're big toy guys. They love, obviously retro games and current games. And they dabble into the arcades a little bit with the Garage Gamer and the crew there, Eric, Dathan. You guys are just so funny. I love watching it. They're on late, guys. It's Late Night Live for a reason. Central Time, they're at 11 p.m. They don't mess around. They're a West Coast group of guys. But let's see. Let's scroll all the way up here. Let's see what who got a membership here. The Be Me, Carlos. Look at that. Carlos, did you get one or no? Are you just mixed in there? Todd Nerd Lounge Master 84, Decade Slippers, G.I. Joel, Cyber Siles. Let's go, man. P-Dubs Arcade Loft got one. Dr. Z, Rainwater Games, my man Glarzilla, Bill's Retro Show. Man, we got a lot of bangers up in here. E. Leo in the building, and Devastator Omega. Welcome back to the CornerCade crew, baby. Let's go. Awesome stuff. Thank you so much, man, for getting the Super Chat Sounders hyped. I love playing those things. It has nothing to do with the money. Like, I just love getting hyped and having fun. You guys know that. I use the soundboard. I got the Super Chat Sounders. We do our thing. Chat! Oh, Big Papa Pump is ready, baby.
Combo breaker!
Oh, you gotta keep me away from the soundboard, bro. You gotta keep me away. Like, it's gonna be bad stuff for the rest of the show. Oh, Vic, let's go, baby. All right, Vic Vicious, $5 and another buck in the pan, 99 cents. CornerCade crew channel member Vic Vicious coming in hot. Thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel. It's gonna be cool stuff when we get in on some of these like modding projects or the cabs that are coming in, and I'll have more content to post. Right now, everything's just kind of it's warming up, right? We got the artwork all hung, that's all finalized. Maybe I do a neon light here or there or something, but I think it's all done right now. So we'll post more stuff once things get heated for sure. Super Vapid says, I don't think the Ultra 4-player WrestleFest is getting any extra games. It's just a larger screen size and 4-player deck in the coin door. I've mentioned this in golf with the guys. I don't necessarily agree with the approach of Basic Fun. I'm all for Basic Fun doing this. This is great that they stepped up, found a need, wanted to make some money, because we've been begging for a company to come to fruition to do something like this for years, right? So this is just awesome. There's no way to slice it. We can dissect this however we want, but I do think it's a mistake not adding the molded coin door and the speaker grills onto these cabinets. I don't think that it seems like if you were charging $350 for these cabinets and it didn't have that, okay, whatever, right? But when it's the same price, it's kind of hard. It's a tough pill to swallow. I think for like Supreme fans out there, that your XL size cabinet, if it has just a 19-inch screen and the bigger form factor, that justifies $100 right there. You don't need anything else, right? The more games, that's a bonus. That would be cool, right? 5 more games, 3 more games, whatever it is, right? But at the end of the day, at least for me, 90% of the time, if not 95% of the time, when I hop on a cabinet, I play the marquee title, right? Think about it. Time Crisis, I just play Time Crisis. I will say Point Blank is hella fun, though, so I do play that. When I jump on Street Fighter, I play Street Fighter. Now, again, Final Fight is a god tier beat 'em up, right? So of course I'll play that. But when I hop on like Darkstalkers behind me, for example, I just play Darkstalkers. Hell, I really only play Darkstalkers 1 really right now. You know, I might get into 2 and 3 a little bit more, but I just play those titles. You know, the X-Men cab is a little bit different. There's a bunch of cool, you know, MVC, MVC2, you know, Marvel Street Fighter, all this stuff. Like it's Marvel Superheroes. You got all these good games on there, so it's great. But like Mortal Kombat, I just play Mortal Kombat on there, right? Now the multi-cade, I'll play the bubbles and all that shit. But you know, I digress. It's literally I hop on just for that game. So like for the WrestleFest, I'm really only gonna play WrestleFest, right? And I might dabble into the dodgeball game, right? And then the other pro wrestling game. Oh, we'll see, right? But if I get it, it's not 100%, right? I need a little bit of confirmation that somebody can step up and make a 2-player panel. I'm reaching out, chat. I'm reaching out for you guys because it can't just be me, right? It's got to be other people as well, right? It can't just be me. Mike Cochran says there needs to be something special included in the Supreme WrestleFest that really get me interested. Either replacement wrestlers or some games that we haven't even heard about yet. And that's fair, guys. I could totally say, hey, look, no online, wrestlers missing. Hey, this is a dumpster fire, right? I get that. I guess I love the atmosphere of having a home arcade, being able to share these games with my kids, my wife, friends, family, extended family. You guys have seen it before. When we have parties over here, everybody loves playing it. You know, LOD and Sergeant Slaughter not being in the game, of course it sucks ass. Like, nobody wanted that. Just like nobody wants the Slimmies, the Slim Cadies, right? But if this is the only way it's able to be made, then you do it. I mean, guys, these games are 30, 40, 50 years old, right? Sometimes there's going to be problems, and these titles and licensings have changed hands so many times that I'm surprised they're able to do anything at all at this point. So I think this is a win. I think this is exciting. And I still, guys, think about it. 2 years ago, a year ago, did we ever think that there was going to be a WrestleFest XL come out? Oh, hell no. Do we even think that there was going to be a WrestleMania like Supreme or an Ultra that comes out? No, never. So the possibilities here going forward are truly endless. Like they truly are. And this is exciting time no matter how you slice it, for sure. Vic Fisher says if these companies did it right for the first time, we'd have less to mod. Although modding's still fun. And I totally agree with the statement, 100%. Like, that makes sense, right? All right, chat. We're going to get you... PB&J, thank you so much, man, for stopping on by. Slice of pizza he's offering. Is that what you're having for dinner? Let me know, buddy. Let me know. Let me get you into our first topic of the night. We're going to talk a little Arcade1Up. And, Vic, we didn't come up with Trivia Tuesday. Vic, you're letting me down. But don't worry, Vic. ASO Jax is here to pick you up. ASO Jax Media Grounds coming in hot with Orange. He's on fire. $20 super chat. Thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel. As always, he says, I'll super chat an additional amount if you use the soundboard for 5 minutes. If you only use the soundboard for 5 minutes, I can't talk for 5 minutes. Are you kicking me off my own show? Is the show over? Guys, the show... I'm just kidding. I was laughing. I can't do that, ASO Jax. But I can incorporate the soundboard throughout the whole entirety of the show. Maybe I can just talk. Oh, I wish I had like all these, words in the soundboard and I could talk as the soundboard, right? I can talk as the soundboard. Thank you, ASO Jax. You got a new logo there. It's a new avatar. You got what are you using AI? Did Garage Gamer make that for you? Let me know. Pinball Junkies is in the building. Thank you so much, man, for being here. I'd be a lot more excited if Basic Funds lineup were 75% Arcade1Up rehashes. So you want the old brought into the new? I think they're going to do both. I think there's going to be a lot of cool things coming. At least I hope, as a super fan, I would love for a lot of cool things to be coming, because it's more things that we get to share, buy, and celebrate with our families and talk about and have fun with and share with you guys. I mean, it's the possibilities are endless. You guys are so active in the chat. I love you. We're almost 40 minutes into the show, and I haven't even touched the first topic yet. This is going to be a big show, guys. I need you to hold on to your butts. Okay, so this is the first guy right here. Not that one, but this one. There we go. There we go. All right, let me bring myself up to here. So guys, this is courtesy of Sir Sega. He posted this in the Discord. This is the product from Costco that we're getting, guys. Holy hell. Somebody already bought this. Direct copy from what they did last year with the pub table. No, we didn't get a direct copy of the Golden Tee Midway. Unfortunately, there's no XL this year, so that's really bummed news that I am hearing. So it is what it is, but this is what it is. I mean, they literally copied this guy's to a T. I mean, look at the cup holders; those are even the same. At least you could have done yellow cup holders, right, to kind of match this vibe a little bit better. Chat, what do you think? It'll have also the underglow too as well. So we only got one shot of this picture right here. There's going to be a different games lineup on here. There's a different Rally X, like what is it, Super Rally X. So that's kind of cool. You get that in the pub table form factor, I guess. Is anybody gonna get this for the game room? Is anybody gonna get this for your game? Do you guys love it? I'm not in on this. You know, I might have been in on this, but we got a cat now, so the cat is where the pub table could have been. So Pixel's gotta have her space too. So I can't, you know, I don't have room for this. You know, if you put this in the arcade, this literally takes up like 2 XLs because of the way this shape is. So chat, let me know if you guys are in on this or not. And we'll kind of take it from there. Again, I'm not in on this, but for the price point, this went up an extra $100 from last year. So now I'm definitely not in on this. Now, if you can get this for like a $250, like, you know, clearance sale price, jump in on it, right? Because that's cool. That's cool. This is something different a little bit, right? It's the Pacman stuff, but this is still reskinned differently. It's a different form factor in the pub table. So if you had Pacman, Miss Pacman, maybe you got a cool, like, you know, basement, right, where you have a barcade too, and you got a bar there, and you could put 2 of these in. You have a bunch of bar stools like that. That's a perfect combination. Not so much for, you know, a guy living with his family in an apartment, right? He said it doesn't really work for us, but it might work for you. This might be good too. But yeah, the games lineup is going to be a little bit different. I believe it has 12 games. Chat, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to clear out a little bit of the assets down here real quick so I can kind of catch up on what exactly I'm reading, because everything's all over the place. And let me catch up with the chat here. Scrolling on down, Joe Kate says, Danny, give us a prediction month that Iconic is sitting in our living rooms. Oh, we'll touch on that, because you'll hear my prediction. Trust me, guys. Q4 is what every retailer. I've done retail and food, guys, my entire life. So I've either been working in fast casual dining or fast food, or I've been retail something, right? And trust me, nobody misses. No company just says, we're good, we can sleep on Christmas. Like that is your entire year. Like, stop, you stupid talk. Mike Hawker says, Super Dodgeball is good, but I actually have that on my real MVSX. Oh, dude, you got a real MVSX? That's dope. I kind of should have figured based off your avatar there. But yeah, I'll probably try that out. You know, I'm not saying that I wouldn't play it, but it's just you put the attract mode of WrestleFest on the WrestleFest cabinet, right? So when I go through the arcade, it's like, okay, I'm just gonna pop in, play this real quick, you know, and then be done with it, right? That's kind of like what I do. So let's see. B Kirby says, it is just you. I like the look of the 4-player cabinets. It's easier to play with somebody else on the 4-player cabs, but if you're not, are we really gonna play? You know, are you really gonna get 2, 3? You probably get 2 guys, but 3, 4 guys on that panel. I don't know. And the thing is, it's not that I don't like. I hate this control panel, right? It's more or less like I'm a little bit greedy and I want to put more arcades in the arcade, right? So if I have 2, let's say I have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and I have, you know, WrestleFest just back to back to each other, right? I could fit another XL with all that space. You're talking about 6 inches, 6 inches, 6 inches. So 6 inches all the way across. You know, it's 24 inches. That's exactly another cab that I could put in. So if you're telling me I could just shrink those to 2 players and put Return of the Jedi in, hell yeah, I'm going to make that trade every chance I can get. And I get it. Turtles is supposed to be 4 turtles, right? Totally understand all this stuff. Like, this is just more so for me. I think some people do run into space constraints in their home arcades, especially because we've been buying these products for so long now. This isn't, the first go around, but oh, yeah, Vic Vicious. He's saying, like, look, Danny, wait till you see my version of WrestleFest and you can tell me who did it better. What, between me and you? Oh, it's go time, baby. But now, to be fair, you're transforming. Vic, full disclaimer. Let me go big right here. Full disclaimer, he's transforming he's putting the WWF logos all over that. So you're going to be spending way more time and money than I will be doing for my WrestleFest, but I want to keep it the WWE, right? So I don't want to pay the $220 to just put the F back in, right? But no, Vix is gonna look really dope. I'm telling you for sure. Let's see. C Marvel says he likes the new table, but isn't for me. Just like the looks of it. So yeah, so there you go. I mean, it's not like it's the end of the world or the worst thing in the planet. Let's do this. But it's if it's for you, then it's something that's halfway decently good, right? Oh, Aso Jax, you're killing me. Says, okay, I get it. $20. First of all, $20 super chat. Aso Jax Media Grounds. Jeez Louise, man. Holy cow. Thank you, dude. I really do appreciate it, man. Supporting the channel. You're a good dude, man. I'm telling you. Guys, go watch Late Night Live. Aso Jax is effing hilarious. He says, okay, I get it. Making you not talk is a hard thing. That's probably true. But your energy is high enough and you're entertaining. So here's another handout. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. That really, it means a lot to me because doing this stuff is not easy, guys. I mean, I'm talking to the whole entire world here about arcades. Like, this is not the easiest thing to do. You gotta bring it, baby. On Tuesday nights, you gotta bring it. So we've been doing this. Are we over like 200 episodes? I don't even know. I stopped kind of counting. But we've been doing this for a while now, I feel like. Even though it's still fresh. I feel like we've been doing this for a long time. Aso Jax, I asked you a question off air. Is my mic popping at all? Sometimes it pops. Let me know. I forgot to close out that, but I don't think it's open. I have Elgato. And sometimes when that software is up, it like crackles with the mic. Let me know. Thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel. Really, really do appreciate it, dude. That's fucking awesome. So, all right, let's get the ship back on the racks here. End of line says, Danny, you can put it in the middle of the room and have a cat lounge on it. No, that's the problem. Like, so behind me, yeah, totally, that'd be cool, but it would be temporary because I eventually want to extend this aisle out, which it's crazy because this background is gonna look like hella different, guys. I don't know where we go from here on the show. The show's off the rails every time, but I just got the confirmation, so I went to the bank, deposited the other half of the iconic arcade payment because tomorrow, guys, it's supposed to come out. And so, sure as shit, got an email right before the show started. And that email says, hey, it's time to pay the other half, right? So we took care of that. I just did it. Now here we got confirmation, guys. Let's pull this guy up right here. No, not that one. This one right here. All right, let's go in here. Can we get closer? Yes, we can. There we go. Beautiful. So we got a confirmation email earlier today, was it? I think it was. Pretty much from was it Spreetail? Yeah, Spreetail. It says we just want to reach out to you right now. We knew this information, guys. This isn't, I'll show you in a second, but this isn't breaking news to me. We've kind of covered this already, but essentially you guys can pause the video, you guys can screenshot this and read the whole email, but to the gist of it. Now, I think honestly, they shouldn't have given you an option. They should have said, look, these things are going to ship mid-October, late October from China. They're going to get to the States just in time before Christmas. So mid-December sometime. Now, I think they should have just held that second payment, and that should have been December 1st is when it comes out, right? Not giving you the option, do all this winky-dink thing. If you wanted to cancel it, great, because then they're also saying, hey, the price might go up for this, so that's been alluded to as well, so I get it. for you guys that pre-ordered, like, hey, look, I just want to wait and then just kind of figure this mess out when it comes. Totally understand that. I just paid mine and I'm done with it. So I don't have that payment in the back of my head. Okay, I gotta wait. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. It's just over and done with. Alpha 2 will come before Christmas and we'll call it a day. Early Christmas present to myself, right? So we'll kind of just see where this goes. But this is the email kind of confirming all that. If you wanted to push it back, I believe personally this should have all just been automatic and it should have just been done with, and it should have just been pushed back to December 1st, right? Because the Cavs will be here mid-December, right before the holidays. That's the on-track goal, from what I've heard from, Spreetail. And so we'll see, guys. What do you think? Did you guys cancel your pre-order? Are you still in on it? What did you guys do? Did you make the final payment? Let me know down below. That's this guy. We'll get into this in just a second. Mike Hawkers, thank you so much, man, for sticking it out with us for over 2 years. You are a mensch and a gentleman, and you definitely deserve a little bit of this. Thank you so much, Mike, for re-upping your membership. I really do appreciate it. Vic Vicious, yeah, December 17th is kind of what we're hearing of, like, when things can happen, right? They can fall off the boat. The truck could have a flat tire. There's so many things that can happen, but that is the goal. You're cutting it close. And when I say, guys, that companies like this was supposed to be here a long time ago, right? Like the Iconic Arcade, Spreetail, nobody wanted this to happen. VMI, none of this stuff should have happened, right? That's to be said. But I think they're cutting it really close at the end of the day. I hope this stuff can get here, but that's what they have on target, not next year, not yesterday, not tomorrow, but, right dab when Santa Claus is coming to town, baby. That's when this cab will come, and you can't, they've already missed Black Friday sales, which sucks. I think the rumblings are they're going to have more cabinets up for sale on Amazon for Black Friday. We'll see. That hasn't been confirmed or anything. So we'll see where that goes. For you guys that have missed out, price, is still up in the air. I hear a lot of rumblings. They're kind of just warning you, hey, the price might not be what the pre-order price was. So just look for that if you, didn't get on the pre-order. That's what pre-orders are for, right? That's the whole reward to the pre-order is the cheapest possible price, right? So we'll see what happens. Mike Hawker says, we knew for a while through that Iconic wouldn't be in our hands till December. Does this latest delay mean we're not likely to be getting this as customers in 2026? No, this is the same thing. This is just an official statement. So if we go over here, if we bring up this guy right here. So guys, I did a stream with Bill B. Kirby and Paul Multicade Mindeman. And guys, we did this about a month ago. Shipping dates were confirmed. We heard this from the horse's mouth, guys. End of October will be the ship date from China. We said this, guys. You guys in the CornerCade crew watches this show every Tuesday. And this is not breaking news. So I'm expecting them in my warehouses. And that's, someone over at Spreetail, mid-December is what we're looking at. So again, December 17th was kind of that date that was thrown around. Guys, this isn't anything new. This isn't breaking news. This is just an official statement. We kind of gave it to you first. We did the Adam Schefter scoop. If you guys watch, NFL, you'll know Adam Schefter. He's always on top of it. So we were lucky enough to get that information, and it wasn't anything that was like mind-blowing, right? It was just an official statement. And look, I'm sure they're doing the best they can, but this is just a bad situation. It's terrible for your first product to have all of life's events happen, but they'll get over it. They'll move on. Once you get the cabinet in the building, we'll all forget about it, right? Because we'll be having fun playing Alpha 2, playing your World Warrior cabs, and then Double Dragon will come, and Jason S. will drop his pants, and the rest of the community will do cartwheels down the road. We're going to have fun with whatever Iconic brings out, and, they're matriculating new and exciting titles. Hopefully we'll see what happens in 2026, but it'll be really cool, and then basic fun will follow suit. Now, following all of that is a little Arcade1Up news and notes, guys. So B-Kong went to an event, and he met Rob, and I had to take notes for this one, guys, because this is an excellent video by B, just running through the ringer real quick. So let me do this real quick. I lost it, but that's okay. We lost it. Now we found it. All right, so let's do this. So I don't know how much of this I'm going to show, but I left a link in this video's description to Kong's video, him chatting up with Rob. And let's go up here real quick. Okay, here we go, guys. And this video might be a little choppy, so we'll stop it at times or whatever. But Evan, thank you so much, man, for stopping by. Let's go. He's pulling for Iconic. We're all pulling for new and exciting titles, and Iconic would be one of those as well. So Kong did an awesome video. Met Rob. This is Rob. Now, a lot of you guys, we can just pause this real quick. A lot of you guys are like, well, who the heck is Rob? Like, what is this? What's going on here? So let's break that down, guys. Rob is the director of public relations for Arcade1Up. I wouldn't have known that because I've never seen this guy before. So if you're the director of public relations, okay, wouldn't you be doing a lot more public relations, maybe? To your hardcore fan base? That would make sense, right? Chat, have you guys seen Arcade1Up anywhere? Now, I don't have an Instagram, a TikTok, a Bookface, a Snapchat. I don't have any of that stuff. So I don't know where these guys are doing their marketing at, but it's not YouTube, all right? I got to be honest with you. It's not talking to this community. Where are they marketing to, and who are they marketing to? Because I don't understand a lot of this stuff now going forward. And look, I wouldn't say I was a huge Arcade1Up fan. I'm a huge retro arcade guy that now we have these cool products that this company made that I can put them in my house. That's pretty much the relationship that I had, right? So we will divulge into this a little bit more, but let's go over here. Pretty much the long and short of it is Rob is talking. He's talking about their new products, right? He's talking about their new products, and there's the Pappy's Playtime or whatever that was in the claw machine. I think they're gonna do a reskin of that. I have a feeling. But they pretty much talked about like market research, and I gotta pause this real quick. Maybe we'll do this right here. I was like, market research. What are you talking about? What market I didn't get an email. Chad, did you get an email of what do you prefer going forward? Because new companies have came into this, right? And so their market research says, look, we want to sell to people in California and New York, Chicago, the major cities, and they're wanting slimmies. They want slimcades, right? Now, the first thing that I think of is if you have a small apartment, right, and you don't have a lot of space, I think an arcade machine is probably the last thing you're going to buy, right? Even if it's a slimmy, right? You're going to buy a PS5. You're going to buy a Nintendo Switch. You're going to buy a VR headset, right? You're going to buy something. Maybe you buy like an emulation device that has 20,000 games if you're a retro game fan. Now, look, I could be wrong, right? I could digress. Let me go big real quick. Let me just say this, okay? What are we doing here, guys? You've sold 4 million cabinets, right? Let me just divulge. Not one of those was a Slimmy. Chad, am I wrong? Like, Slimmies are very new, right? So you have this claim to fame, and now we're going to steer in the different direction, okay? So that claim to fame was XL. It was Deluxe. It was Partycades, which you just dropped for no apparent reason. That should be one of your big target things to remake it, Partycades. That's the ultimate space saver. Not NBA Jam Slim. I'll tell you that much. So I don't really truly understand this statement. And B did an awesome job. And Rob, I appreciate Rob finally saying something, you know, being this director of public relations. I mean, this shouldn't be the first time we're seeing you, guy. I got to be honest with you. And I know that Arcade1Up, and this is where I don't understand this. They say we listen to the community. You don't listen to the community. Nobody said, listen, nobody in the 7 years of this hobby, right? They just celebrated their 7th birthday, said, you know what? I would get that Marvel versus Capcom, you know, collection, or I would do X-Men versus Street Fighter, or I would get Simpsons, I would get X-Men, I would get Golden Axe, I would get Outrun if it was just Slim. There's not one stream ever. Kelso's Arcades didn't say it. Retro Ralph didn't say it. Council Kids never said that. Nobody said this. Ever. And we're talking in the Wayback Machine. I never heard Third Floor Arcade or, you know, CT Jason when he's doing, hey, welcome to Home Arcade. I never heard one of these guys say, you know what, I would buy this if it was just 8 inches slimmer off the backside. Not one of us has said that. And I had the smallest space possible in the corner of the CornerCade. And I never said, man, I wish these things were thinner. So I don't know where the market research, I'm a little confused with that. And this is just my passion, showing it, out for you guys. Like, this is, I'm just a little confused, chat. You're going to have to help me along this road here of your thoughts and opinions, because I think the market research says Arcade1Up, you don't have enough money to like ship all these, and you gotta make these things lighter. That's the only way. And I think that's just a bunch of bologna sausage is what we're being fed. Think about it. The new companies that have came into this. So did Unico. Unico's making 72-inch tall cabs, 4 feet wide. Did they say, hey, look, I think Slimmies is the way to go? They're making like real arcade cabinets at a lighter weight for the home use, right? Iconic Arcade coming into this. They said we're not making anything else in the XXL line that we're having, right? There's no deluxe, there's no Slimmy, there's no Partycade, there's no CounterCade, there's no CornerCade, there's no nothing, baby. Like, it's just odd to me. Even a company like Basic Fun, who is now the 2.0 Arcade1Up, right? They're like, you know what? We're going to do Ultra. We're going to do Supreme. We'll do our Counter series. There are Slim, but it looks like not every title is going to be Slim based off their latest promotional material. So it doesn't look like we're going to be seeing a WrestleFest Slim, for example, because they're only going to do certain titles. I don't think they're going to do everything. Again, that's just my prediction. But you have these companies that are pretty much making everything bigger, if anything, which is, it's just odd. And let me just add my 2 cents, chat, before I get to you guys. So your demographic is Slim New York apartments. Okay? Let it be known. Why can't you do the deluxe form as well? Why can't you do deluxe and Slim and XL? Okay? Take XL out of it, right? I understand. Why can't you do deluxe and Slim versions of these two cabinets and let the customer pick what they want to have? You're alienating a huge portion of what got you to those 4 million cabinets. You know, a lot of people always say this home arcade community is so small, which it is. I get it. But we helped get you to that 4 million mark, right? The 4th largest gaming brand in history, right? Slim Katie's did not get you there. And I'm still curious to see what this market research that you did. I don't know. But I just saying, why stop at one group and not target every demographic? Don't you want to make money? It'd be like going to Burger King and they only sold chicken sandwiches. Home of the Whopper, right? Only sold chicken sandwiches. Well, I might get a chicken sandwich, but I might probably walk out and be like, I'm good. I wanted a burger. I wanted a Whopper with fries, right? Maybe not be the best analogy, but I'm just saying, like, when you go to a place, you expect what you expect going to that place, right? We expect certain things on our Arcade1Up, and they're just kind of, they're funneling into just this, you know, and it's just, it sucks, you know, because it's another option that's off the table. Now, I think that this was a really good comment. Let's bring this down real quick by Stupid Fat Hobbit, okay? Let's see if we do this. It's beautiful. Now, on B Kong's video, Stupid Fat Hobbit, if you're in the chat, holla if you hear me, baby. Says your data number demographics are people in apartments who buy maybe 4 to 5 arcades. And I'm going to stop you right there. I think this is more 1 to 2 tops, right? So you made them slimmer, aiming for those people who actually have homes that could house, you know, 14, 15, 20, 25 XLs. Right here, that tells me all I need to know about Arcade1Up's direction heading forward. Your demographic is the 40 to 60-year-olds. And I completely agree with that, right? Like, I'm on that fringe, right, being 39, right? Who actually played the original arcades, not 20 to 30-year-olds who might have a PC, VR, PS5, and so on, right? And I think this kind of says what I'm reiterating, right? This is what a lot of us feel. And it's just very interesting to see. I gotta get your opinion on this. Am I the only one? Like, it's like, and go check out B Kong's video. I put a link in the video's description with Rob, and it's just, you know, if I go back and just put this back up on here, how can I bring? Let's do this. Let's remove that. Let's do this. There we go. Here, this actually looks kind of sad. Their display, they got 6 machines here, guys. And this is, it just looks sad. I don't know how else to say it. Like, look at this. I know it's a blurry kind of swooping image, but this looks sad. And this T2 looks very, small. Like I didn't realize, you know, we did those render comparisons with the Street Fighter, but holy cow, man, that thing looks small. I don't, you know, of course commercial, but I don't like seeing this. It's a direction I just can't follow, right? Like, what is the narrative? I can't go down this path. And I knew it. I reported on it, guys, when the Slim Katie, we had it in the house. My wife hated it. When I'm like, this is the direction going forward, guys. This is what's going to happen. And it's weird because why didn't you do that for Big Buck Hunter? There's a lot of things. I digress. I'm going to get to the chat here, following up. And speaking of which, wow. Okay. Hey, let's go, baby. My lovely wife, Mrs. CornerCade, is in the fucking house. Let's go, baby. We got to get her thoughts and opinions on all this shit, because when we do the unboxing, she's going to ask her whatever you want. It's been a minute since she's been in the building. Hope everyone is healthy and well. Thank you so much, Mrs. CC, for coming in the house and coming in hot with a $2 super chat. Oh, that's awesome. You didn't have to do that. You're making me smile. Get the fuck out of here. How are the kids? Are you guys holding it down? Did you put them to bed? I know the house was it was actually great. I helped out. I did dishes before the show. I did some good things. Let me know, honey. Let me know. This is great. This is CornerCade super check. The funny stuff that happens on the show. This is great. You guys have just blown it out of the park with the support here. I mean, we're technically one away from the little silly goal that we put up every week, but I think we'll go into OT, guys. You guys deserve this. I mean, this is incredible. You guys have really showed up and showed out. I get on here and, you know, it's just, I appreciate you guys. I just love talking arcades with you, and I have since day one. Where we sat down with our little rinky dink tablet and answered your guys' questions. People have come and people have gone, and it's been one hell of a ride. Yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, honestly. Where are we at? I'm so flustered that I don't know where we left off. Chris Sooner says, Rob seems like a guy that has no interest in his position. They need a guy that's excited, man. Like, I'm telling you, I should have been wearing an Arcade1Up shirt from the jump a long time ago, guys, and I would have been selling a lot more product than they did. That's what I did at my former employer, dude. I sold these things. I showed them my phone. I'm like, this is what you can make. They're like, holy shit, I want 3 of them, right? My wife's gonna kill me. I want to build this atmosphere in my house, right? Super Fab says Arcade1Up was better off selling PCBs and control panels and let the med mod their own hardware. You might not be so far off. Vic Vicious says Arcade1Up are 3/4 scale, built to fit in smaller spaces. Give me the name of the jackass at their think tank who came up with the slimmer versions. Like, this is not nobody, guys, I'm telling you, nobody has said this ever. I suggested 4 players to 2, right? And they actually use that idea. And trust me, I'm the only one that said that shit. 100%. I was like, wait a second. I'm like, when I'm putting my home arcade together, I was like, I could fit more arcades if we just made it a 2-player. I'm not going to put 4 people around here. This is ridiculous. So, I don't know. Again, I digress. I digress. So, yeah, there's that. Let's scroll down here. You guys are awesome. You're lighting up the chat. I absolutely love it. Chris, thank you for stopping on by. I missed it. I was going on a rampage there. Didn't even realize it. Okay, here we go. C Marvel says, I'm in LA in an apartment. I own 5 cabs. Danny, stop pushing your assumptions because they're wrong. So hold on a second. Hold on. Time out. We're going to stop the show. C Marvel, you want thin? Get the hell out of here. You want the thin? Hold on a second. Plus, I'm asking for wider cabs for 2 players to fit better. Okay, so you want XL or you want thin Katies? Let me know. We're going to call them thin Katies, thin slim Katies. See, Marvel, there's no way. Like you want, dude, just being in an XL, it's literally truly a recreation of, it's as close as you're going to get to the real thing. And I don't want the real thing. I mean, does that make sense? I want the real thing, but not an apartment. That would make sense, right? I'm not lugging this up 14 flights of stairs and got to get a guy who knows how to see, recap a monitor. I'm not doing all this stuff. Like, this is just way too much. But the charm of playing on a CRT, like a real arcade on a CRT, is it can't be touched. Not even with scan lines on an LCD. That there's a charm there that's just. And one day, me and the wifey, we're gonna have real arcades. I'm telling you, one day. Trust me, I know plenty of people now that can make that happen, which is dope. Part of the reason why I love this hobby, man. You guys are fucking awesome. Yeah, see? Bring it back. Oh my god, I love and miss CT Jason. He does like He-Man stuff now. The guy's super talented. Like, my god. End of line says market research is code for we wanted to save money by making stuff cheaper and charge the same. 100%. Show's over. That's like literally that is exactly what I took from it, right? Like right? Joe Cade says, while I agree with you, Danny, I think they're trying to penetrate. Whoa, easy, Joe. Joe. Oh, Joe.
Can't believe my eyes. Yeah.
Oh, Joe, I can't. I'm sorry. I gotta be a man child eventually, right? Okay, let's reel it back in. I think they're trying to penetrate a whole group of a whole other group with the Slimmies. Sorry, I don't know why. They're looking at the single dad living in an apartment dealing with space limitations. But you can do both. You can target the stupid fat hobbits. Have you guys seen his basement arcade? It's unbelievable. You can target the guy with the barcade. You can target the guy in an apartment. You can target the guy in the sugar shack. Guys that used to live in a studio apartment. Okay? You can target everything, right? You don't have to limit yourself in a box, right? And the problem with doing these things slim is like, I would just look at like a multi-cade at that point if I was, studio apartment, right? Like, or the single dad living in a 1-bedroom apartment. I would just get a multi-cade at that point, right? I'm not going to get an NBA Jam and just be limited to the 3 games. Let's go back to here. I'm all over the chat. I was making sure I covered everybody's bases here. Zero Redux said the setup is terrible. Get an arcade rug, then put them back to back. Freaking Zoomers getting paid 6 figures for this shit. It's frustrating. At least have duplicates or something. Have a couple claw machines there. Have a couple Terminators. Like, if you're only gonna have like 6 titles, it is sad though. It is sad. There's a lot of things that like I could suggest to that company to do. I think there's a lot of things that a lot of us could do. I just don't think they want to listen. I think they think maybe that they know the most. It's hard for anybody unless you're really in those team calls, right? Those Skype calls to really understand what goes on at Arcade1Up. And hopefully Basic Fun doesn't make those same mistakes, right? And we know that hopefully Iconic won't either. But a lot of Arcade1Up's weeds are in those companies now. So fingers crossed, man. I'm telling you, this is rough. It's a rough ride for that company. Super Vav says Rob is not going to come out and tell the truth. They want smaller because it's cheaper, make a pack ship more. And this is like, why not be transparent, right? Like what demographic, and this is what I'm saying, like what demographic are you talking about? Nobody ever asked for these things to be cheaper, right? You could just say, hey, we live in a time where goods and things cost more. We're finding a way to provide this product still for the same price point. Like, right? Like if the CornerCade, who doesn't know nothing about a thesaurus, can offer an official statement on the gist of that, I mean, come on, it ain't that difficult. Like, it's just not. I don't know. Yeah, that T2 was tiny. I saw it. You look like you got to sit on a stool to play that, and that's just disappointing. Because I was like, oh, they're releasing Terminator 2. Like, I might actually re-add that to the arcade because that's dope. Like, fun game, something new, old that has like the coin door on it. Like, but then I'm like, oh man, like I'd have to buy like a riser for that, but then it's gonna look like hella skinny, and I'm like, I'll just wait for like, an XL shooter, because those are going to be coming next year, guys. Really, really exciting on that point. Okay, let's see here. Where we at? Oh, wait, hold on. What is this? I get to pick. I want to do my second favorite. This one's for you, Vic. Let's go, baby. Vic, you did it, baby. You unlocked something special that we're going to get to in just a second. $5 super chat coming in hot from Vic Vicious. Says, please send my thank you message to Mrs. CornerCade. Here's for the goal. What's going on here? Can somebody help me? Vic, thank you for supporting the channel. As always, we got a little message here from Vic. Says, I use your videos to hone my X-Acto knife skills on my Final Fight. Yeah, that was great. She does a bang up job on that. I touched up a little behind the scenes. I touched up Darkstalker, so she might have been tired that night. I had to do a little, don't tell her I said this. I don't think she's watching anymore, but I had to do a little working with that behind the scenes, a little popping the air bubbles a little bit, and like kind of just finishing it up. But she does a phenomenal job helping me mod at the CornerCade, man. Okay, so that's what she, yeah. Oh, I did tell her, Vic, behind the scenes. I did tell her. I thought that was super cool that, you know, because Vic's a mod god now. But with Vic's support, guys, we have done this. So get ready to grab yourselves another one, baby.
Let's go get hyped. The CornerCade is back. Stage lights flash like a boss fight crack. Classic to deluxe. Every cab on the rack. Let's go get hyped. The CornerCade is back. One more life. We'll take that stand. Let's go get hyped. The CornerCade is back. Let's go get hyped. The CornerCade is back.
We're back, baby. Let's go. We unlocked the second Arnold Palmer, so you guys get my obnoxious self for a whole extended time, guys. We're going into overtime, so let's go, baby. We got a lot to talk about. I tell you, we got like 40 minutes just saying hi to everybody. You guys make this, you guys, I control the soundboard here, but you guys make this show. You guys realize this, right? Like, I wouldn't be doing this if there was nobody in the chat. This is ridiculous. Jay Pace, CornerCade Crew channel member, thank you so much for stopping on by. Jay says, and Jay, are you from Canada? I think you're from Canada, right? You're a Canadian, right? He says, I'm all about the XLs and Supremes. The 9/10 scale of Iconic Arcade and Basic Fun are what I'm all about. I'm selling my 3/4 scales from Arcade1Up. And I'm doing the same thing, guys. You know, what you see behind me is kind of like the last remaining moments of the 3/4 scale. And I'm doing the same thing. And I think there are a lot of people that are doing the same thing. And this is going to be incredible, guys. I'm telling you, from what I'm hearing and what I've heard, and I can tell you guys exactly what I heard in the after show, but what I'm hearing is that this is just a start. I don't know specific titles. I don't know anything along those lines. All I'm hearing is save your money and gear up for 2026, because this motherfucker is about to get lit. So let's go. Like, I'm excited. I never thought, guys, think about it. We never thought we would get an extra large Double Dragon. Never in my life would I think that an Alpha 2 themed XL Street Fighter would even be available, right? We've heard for so long, can't do it, won't do it, not going to do it, licensing problems, can't do it, all the time. And now it's so cool to finally see this. I mean, think about it. Turtles XL, Return of the Jedi, a Star Wars XL that everybody has been clamoring for. Yes, it's a different form factor, but you're going to get your 19-inch screen. You're going to buy it. It's time to let's go. It's time to let it rip. It's time to get excited. A Centipede XL. This is, guys, this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is what we play for, baby. This is what we play for. Super Fab says, I think we need a super chat goal just to see Mrs. CornerCade again. Bid starting at 30. Where is she? Can I text my wife? Let's see. Oh, she probably won't. She probably doesn't have like all her. She's very like, I gotta have my makeup and my hair done. You know how girls are. A big thing is like the kids falling asleep too. Because if she comes in, the whole kids are gonna come in, and it's gonna be a whole what to do. So she said no, laughing my ass. She's coming, guys. Trust me. We're gonna be getting some arcade. She will be making her return. It's hard to get the kids asleep. It just is. I don't know. I just, kids, right? It's always kids. Let's go. Mike Hawker says, I'm not sure where WrestleFest Supreme is landing, but Basic Fun has Light Bright Touch on Costco's shelves right now. So they already have a relationship. Yeah, they have essentially said, Arcade1Up, we're good. You can give us a pub table, but we're going to steer this direction for the XL cabinet. So I'm assuming WrestleFest will be at Costco. I mean, I refresh it every day trying to see when is it going to land, because, I want to bring this to you guys, and I might pick one up myself depending on what's going We got Steve Sale in the house. Steve, oh my god. Okay, so Steve, guys, is Jason Little Alien here? I know Mrs. CornerCade. I don't know if you can get the link. Jason, any of my moderators. So Steve Sale is going through, and Steve, I didn't even realize this, dude. I play golf with you all the time. We just played like 2 days ago. Super cool guy, dude. So humble. He was emailing me back and forth when we first got Pixel, our little kitty cat, about, you know, he's setting her up with the right space and the right toys and the right this, that, and the other. And really, like, he loves his cats, right? And apparently Steve's going through a little bit of a hard time. Hey, guys, listen. Everybody's been there before. I've been through a hard time. We've been through a hard time at the CornerCade. You guys all remember that. Everybody made our problems a big what to do, right? Everybody goes through problems in life. Hello, it's called life, right? And Steve Sale's going through one of those as well. If any of my channel moderators can throw the link to his GoFundMe in this chat, you know, show Steve some love. I think he's probably already at $2,000, essentially long and short. Steve's lost a little bit of his confidence, and he's got to get his T3 done so he can be back out, moving and grooving and walking and talking again. And, you know, we as a community are going to band together once more, help him out. And like I said, if one of you guys, there's a GoFundMe going around right now, if you guys can put that in the chat, I'll put it in this video's description as well. If you're catching the replay, you know, just spreading the word, right? That's what we can do here. Help Steve out. We're trying to put his smile back with his smile, right? And there's a lot more complications that I don't even know. Steve, you know, is a very humble dude. He stopped one time when we were playing golf. I'll never forget this. He's just like, hey man, thank you guys for just surrounding me with happiness and playing golf with me, right? And it's just like the little things in life. It's awesome. It's like, that's why this space is unlike anything I've ever been a part of. It's really cool. So Steve, thank you so much, man, for not only watching the show. I know you gave it a like, right? But being a part of the community, man, because that's what this is about, right? So my channel member, Jason, where are you at? Is Jason in here? I know Jason lurks. He's always here. Trust me. Jason, if you could do that for me. Otherwise, Mrs. CornerCade, Julio Hernandez, Thumper Squid, you guys are all, if you could take care of that, if you could pull it. I know Michael B was talking about that a little bit. If you guys can pull that, Vic Vicious, if you guys can just do me a solid and for real, put his, I will put all that in here so you guys can go support Steve. Steve, we're going to get you there. We're going to get you a smile. It's going to be better looking than mine, right? We're gonna get you a smile on your face again, and you're gonna be moving and grooving, walking and talking, rocking and rolling, and cooking good looking. How about that one? Let's go, man. Can't say enough good things about Steve. He's one hell of a guy. You guys are awesome. Dude, hold on a second. Pause the show. Kid Gruesome is in the house, dude. That's right, Kid Gruesome. You were playing me in KI, and this guy wrecked my ass. Okay, now I knew it. Kid Gruesome, I've seen your name before, and I've heard things about you. So I was very reluctant with getting in that match from you, but you whooped my ass, what, 8-0? Now, Kid Gruesome, I will say this before I read your comment. Everybody plays KI1 online. Can we play a little KI2? It's a lot easier to do those combos. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Maybe we rematch it in KI2 a little bit. Now you gotta also know I'm a little bit of handicap because I got the pro and those sticks are missing inputs. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. But this guy put a code and he was idle right away. Like what? What the? That's like, I can't compete against that. Like, what are you doing? But Kid Gruesome, I didn't even know you watched the show. Thank you so much, man, for stopping by. He says, thank you for the matches the other day. Been a fan for years. Kid, let's fucking go, baby. Dude, I'll always play people online. Sometimes, like, so, you know, I have the arcade running, and this is what people, like, may not know behind the scenes, right? And I'll get messages like someone trying to challenge me, but I'm like not even in this room. I'm like with my kids playing like, you know, tall figures with like Spider-Man and Thanos and stuff, or I'm making lunch, or I just lay down in the bed and I'm checking YouTube comments or something. Like there's a lot of throwing the trash out and leaf blowing, you know, doing dad stuff, right? And I got the arcade on and I come back and then sometimes I'm playing, I'm like, I really don't want to play somebody online. I'm gonna get my tail handed to me. I just want to stay in the single. Most of the time I don't like playing online, but if I see somebody, I'm like, okay, I'll throw the gloves in. I knew I was gonna have a chance against you, but at least I stuck in there. Kept quartering up, and I kept playing you. I had a blast playing you, Kid Gruesome. You're a hell of a dude. That was fun. Thank you for not only being a fan of the show, but whooping my ass. You got to teach me some of those moves, man. I need to know, because KI is like you hit a button, do this, and you can do like an ultra combo. But I'm sitting there just like hitting buttons and having fun. And, Full Gore and Saber Wolf are my mains, get a little Orchid action in there. I digress. I could go on forever. I love that cabinet. I'm so happy I had it. And thank you, man, for stopping by and being in the chat. That means a lot to me. I really like it. Okay. Yes, Jason, I knew you were here. You're always here, you little green man of yours. Let's go, dude. He says, please consider a kind donation to help Steve Sale back with a smile. There it is right there. I'm gonna go over to YouTube if I can just find where this is at here. And I'm gonna go pin this comment. Jason Lee Little Alien, where are we? I'm completely behind here. And that's okay, guys. Sometimes we're going into overtime anyways. Jason, where's your, oh, there it is. There it is. I found it. Can I pin it? Well, I don't want to put you in timeout, but I'll pin this message. Yes, guys, if you can. Thank you so much, man. Jason, appreciate it. Channel moderator in the building, baby. Let's go. But if you guys could. Listen, I get it. We were in on a hard time too. Like, shit happens to people, right? Steve shouldn't have to sell all of his arcades to have a smile again, right? I mean, come on now. Let's fucking wake up, baby. All right, where are we at here? I feel like something's missing in the show. We've had everybody stop by. I thought this was going to be like a so-so show. You guys knocked it out of the effing park again. But we're missing one super duper person who's always here, always willing, and who plays soccer on Tuesdays. The Chicago Retro Ranger coming in hot with a $5 and $5. That's going to be going to Steve Sale. Thank you, Ezekiel, for being here, being a best friend of mine. I love you, dude. I'll always love you. You know that from the jump. There are a lot of close people. There's like a circle of everybody in the home arcade community. Then there's like a smaller little circle that you guys have been so close, helped me through all the ups and the downs of this journey that we've been on. And Ezekiel's one of those guys behind the scenes making everything happen for not only my family, but the CornerCade crew and our arcade as well. Says if we all pitch in even a little bit, it'll help Steve a lot. 110%. If you guys want to go, like I said, I got a pinned. Even a buck is a buck closer than where we were at in the beginning. So I know Miss CornerCade will do her thing with that. If you want to throw $5 in a hat at least to help Steve, thank you very much for always being here, man. Wait, that's a sounder for sure.
I can't believe my eyes. Go for broke.
I can't. I probably shouldn't say that. Don't clip that. Don't do it, baby. I can't. Oh my god, this is great. This is CornerCade. You're still here. This is phenomenal. I can't believe you're back. You're back, baby. She's back. Mrs. CornerCade, guys. For you guys that don't know, she's been working her ass off. I'm talking about, honey, what are we talking about? 60-hour, 70-hour work weeks. And you guys act like, where's Mrs. CornerCade? She is doing all that she can to keep our family afloat. She is phenomenal. She's my backbone. She's my wife. I love her to death. And I appreciate everything she does. It's incredible. So she has been overworking herself, which we had to talk about. We got to slow it down a little bit, honey. We got to preserve. We got to be able to last another, 50 years, hopefully. Like, we got to be able to do this. Thank you, honey, for being here and supporting the channel. Where are we at? Steve says, playing Walkabout Golf always put a smile on my face. That's awesome. That's why I love it too. I always bother Jason. Jason can attest to this. I bother him every night. Jason, we playing golf? Like, it's just a cool thing to hang out with people, shoot the shit, and just have fun, right? I don't play any other virtual reality game, which is wild. T Perez, thank you so much, man, for being here. Let's go, dude. Always emailing me with the latest and greatest updated information. Thank you, man, for stopping on through. Kid Gruesome says, just not as good with Killer Instinct 2. You could be really good if you practice more. I have a MK Street Fighter, and a MVC2 Arcade1Up, so you can get your revenge on any game. I know where it is. Okay, well, I'm the CornerCade in all those, and sometimes they have like extra E's or underscores because we've owned like several integrations of this cabinet. So we'll be there for sure. I could definitely do that. I'm really good at those games because you just button mash the hell out of those and then be just fine. I played in the back alley before, and they were pretty shocked that I held my own, to say the least. Let's be honest. Oh my goodness, B Kirby, we did it. The Cubbies did it. We're up one game. This is awesome, and this is we're beating the Padres. B Kirby coming in smoking hot with a $20 membership giveaway. And guys, thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel. You guys are absolutely incredible. If I can catch up to the chat, I don't Stupid Fat Habit, Kid Gruesome, you got a membership. Welcome to the crew, Kid Gruesome. Will H, Evan, Fluffy Monster, who's also a part of the CornerCade crew Discord there. Way Too Fast for a Retro Dude. Man, you got a lot of bangers up in here. Let's go. Alfred Burgers, let's go. I know that name. Zim. You got Dig Dog, Chuck Wilson. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, man, for handing out those memberships. B Kirby, really, really do appreciate it. You know, B Kirby's, again, one of the inner circles of mine. He's helped me through a lot and good chats on the phone back and forth. He's a really cool guy. So definitely thank you so much, man. Really supporting the channel. I always appreciate it. You already know, man. It's hard to say. It's, you know, it's always funny, like, saying thank you. When I first started dating my wife, I was always like, oh my God, honey, thank you so much. Like, you know, she's my girlfriend. And I was like, thank you for getting me a sandwich, you know? And she's like, you don't have to ever thank me for feeding you. And I always was very, very appreciative. Guys, we all come from hard backgrounds and hard times. And I told you guys, I used to be homeless, right? And so like a fucking just fresh meal, a hot meal, I just was so appreciative of it. And I was like, this is incredible. You got me Panera? Like, this is awesome. You know? And so she's like, don't ever thank me. So it's odd not thanking her for the food. So I always thank you for the super chats, and I always thank you for guys' support, being in the chat, leaving a comment, leaving a like. Engaging is the most important thing out of everything, right? Like, that's what YouTube is looking for. So guys, I really do appreciate it. Yes, you can take the floor. Kiddo, Steve Sell says, if I may have a minute, please, of your time, Danny, well, let me know what you want to get out, kid. We'll definitely address it in the chat here, 100%. Steve Sale says, Danny, right now I'm dealing with this COVID. Yes, he was pretty sick. He definitely needed it. The other night he was on golf, and I was like, dude, you just need to go lay down. You'll be all right. We'll do this without you. It's all right, man. You got to take care of your health first. But he says when he makes his walkabout golf return, he will definitely fill us in on all the happenings, which is cool. You know, I don't ask Poker Pride, you know, certain people, if they want to divulge, let them divulge. Where are we at here? Where did we leave off? We talked arcade. We talked Iconic Arcade, right? We talked Arcade1Up. We talked their new product. I think I hit on everything right tonight. So, I mean, I guess it's only time for what? To end the show? Or should I say the second pour?
Let's go get hyped, the CornerCade is back. Stage lights flash like a boss fight crack. Classic to deluxe, every cab on the rack. Let's go get hyped, the CornerCade is back. One more life, we'll take that stack. Let's go get hyped, the CornerCade is back. Let's go get hyped, the CornerCade is back.
That's right, baby. We're back. Round 2. Second Arnie Palmer in the house, guys. Grab a drink if you haven't already. If you're playing your home arcades, crank up the volume and let's get loud, guys. You earned this moment with your support here tonight, guys. You absolutely showed up and showed out, and I cannot thank you enough, guys. This goes back into supporting the channel and then buying cool, exciting stuff for the arcade, right? So, where do we start here? I mean, Devastator Omega brings up a great point. We didn't talk about Taco Tuesday. What's for dinner, guys? Okay, so I didn't have any dinner. yet. I'll have that after the show. I think I'm gonna make a Caesar salad with chicken. But the family had a couple frozen pizzas. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, Cyrus left Arcade1Up and he's working with Basic Fun now. Cyrus, this is your second chance at redemption. Can I just be little words? Don't fuck this up, right? Please do not fuck this up. All of these Arcade1Up people that are going to these new companies, stop. Don't fuck shit up for the, like, please. We don't want to see 15 fucking Pacmans. Is that true? Like, don't mess up anything. Just be quiet and have a seat. Steve, he says, I wanted to take a minute to say thank you to all the members and creators. I am so overwhelmed by the love and generosity you show me. Steve, 100%. I've felt the love since we went on camera live and did our first live stream. Through all of the memories, guys, all the people we've had on the show, all the different content creators, everybody, all the fans, the supporters, the subscribers, the friends, everything, man. You're feeling that love too, and it's great, man. This is what this hobby is about. It's about supporting each other, helping each other when we're down, and showing the love, right? Enjoying arcades, man. Arcades are probably the fucking coolest thing I've rediscovered. And it's opened up a whole different world to me of a hobby that I can actually like invest in and just have fun in. And it's history. And I can teach this down to my kids. And my kids, when they get older, will understand the importance of retro arcade gaming. You know, it's just a whole nother thing. PS5, great. That's one thing. Listen, I had retro consoles. I had a PS1. I had a, N64. We had all this stuff, right? I had Super Nintendo, had a Sega Genesis, but this is different. This just hits differently. And this was really the beginning of what turned into console gaming. So I digress. What did you guys have for dinner? Steve, thank you so much, man, for being here and being the special person that you are, for sure. Jason says, you're the best among us, Steve. It's the least we could do to help uplift others. 100%, Jason, Little Alien. And that link is still active, guys, obviously. I think it's going to cost about $6,000 for his new smile. And when you get those pearly whites, Steve, you better show those off in a bunch of pictures. I'm just going to say that. We'll have to show them on the show if you want. So that'll be cool. Yeah, I kind of, so the thank you, Ezekiel, showing the love. You guys show the love in the chat like no other. You guys are awesome. Zeke, are you done with soccer? Is that why you're still here? I appreciate it, man. Let's fucking go. Danny, use your energy to help lift my Reds back from 5-0 on LA. I listen, I want the Dodgers to be out and the Reds to win. So it's easier path. If we can beat San Diego, the Padres, we got to face the Brew Crew, and that's not good. One of the best teams in baseball. So it's like, God bless America. I can't. You just got to talk. Let's go, Zeke. You're back, baby. Zeke, I was going to move the show entirely to Saturdays so you could accommodate us more often, because I know you're a busy bee with golf and all. Thank you for the love, Sir Sega. You guys can keep showing the love in the chat. Okay, so we reported on it a long time ago, a month ago, that this was going to happen, so nobody should be shocked. Did anybody cancel their pre-orders for Iconic? Let me know in the chat. We just paid off the other half, so we are locked, loaded, lips are sealed, ready to roll. So that's where we're at right now. So we'll have Alpha 2 here, hopefully in time for Christmas, which will be cool. And possibly maybe WrestleFest, Return of the Jedi. I don't know. Fire Island HD, 6-0 now, right? Oh man, that sucks. I'm sorry, Vic. Playoff baseball is awesome. I'm missing it, but that's okay. I'm here with you guys. Oh man, that second Arnold Palmer's kicking in. Oh yeah, we did. Okay, so Zeke, you're in the chat. So Big Fish has sent over a super chat. So Danny, didn't we have any renders from last week from Zeke? So Zeke, you can kind of explain this, I guess. He's like, hey, look, doing these renders wouldn't really be worth it, and here's why. Ezekiel, you're watching the show. Can you maybe explain that? Why it wasn't really worth making? But I did send the message over to him, so Zeke can confirm that. Oh, dude, I'm sorry for your Mets, man. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, and then you got Pete Alonso, like, they blew it on the last game of the year, which again, the whole regular season accumulates to that point. So there was multiple chances to turn something around, right? But you had to win one game. You couldn't even do that right at the end of the year. And then Pete Alonso's like, dude, I'm good with this. I'm testing free agency. So hopefully the Cubs can pick him up, because there have been rumors all the time that like we were going after Pete Alonso, trying to make a trade and stuff. We'll see. Oh, dude, that's awesome. So Kid Gruesom's going to be at AEW tomorrow in Hollywood, Florida. I'm a huge wrestling fan, dude. Now, I like more of like the Attitude Era of wrestling, WCW, Monday Nitro, WWF, Raw is War, but I kind of dabble here and there, of certain things. It's not what it used to be, it's not what it used to be. It used to be great. It really used to be great. Wrestling is such a R-rated thing, like you can't make that PG. It's not for kids, and that's okay. Everything doesn't have to be for kids, and so, you as a parent have to determine whether you're going to bring your kids that or not. But making the product PG really just killed what wrestling was. It's like, think about it like this: if the NFL went to flag football, no more tackling, no more seeing people's spines get severed on the field, because that's what we want. We want those big, impactful hits. It's just flag football now. It's not the same. It's not the NFL, right? So that's what I would always say. Zeke answered that question. It was, making renders takes a lot of time and energy. So making a render of asteroids, for example, wouldn't make sense to me, because the render will look exactly like the picture was of the real asteroid. So yeah, that's what he was saying. And so I was like, okay, that's fair. I thought I'd send the message across, but we'll see. Mike Hawker says, if the Mets want Pete, they'll sign him. Uncle Steve might buy the Cubs if he wants them to. Yeah, money talks, right? We'll see. He's opting out, so he can always re-sign with him on a bigger deal, but he just was really disappointed, dude. Really disappointed in that. Okay, so nobody get the Pacman pub table, really. I'm disappointed that there's not an XL. I'm really sad. I said on the show, Arcade1Up, what are you doing? I get you're doing the smaller, but wasn't the box smaller? Like, right? Am I just stupid? Wasn't the box to the XL actually smaller than the deluxe? Or was it the same size? So what are we really doing here? I don't get it. Kid Gruesome says, wish we went to NXT in Fort Lauderdale last Saturday. Yes, I love 1995 through 1999. WWF, WCW, ECW, 100%. I was floored. So Raw is coming to Milwaukee. Either it came or it's going to come. I looked at tickets to that. It's like $900. What? Like, that's wild. Guys, listen, I've been to Backlash. Okay, so I've been to my pay-per-views. I've been to Sunday Night Heat because I went to Backlash. I've been to Raw is War. I've been to SmackDown where they had the fist coming through, the best set in the world, and the SmackDown set. I've been to all these events, right? Never once did it cost $900. It's like $50 to $70. What in the world? Little funny story, since we're in OT time. My wife actually got us house show tickets, and I've been to house shows too, by the way. So she got us house show tickets. So we were going to sit front row, and I'm like, dude, this is dope. Like, this is going to be an awesome, even for a house show, it's going to be great. And so COVID hit. This is right when COVID hit, and they canceled the show. And I'm just like, what are the odds, right? Like, what are the odds? So honey, I don't even know if you're still watching, but we didn't get like the fees back. So we kind of got screwed. We got a refund in the tickets, but like the fees or something, they didn't get. So we were like out like $50 or something. I think it was a bunch of BS at the end of the day. I don't know. James hates everything in the chat. James hates me now. He used to love me. Now he hates me. He always criticizes everything I say on Discord. Just an evil, bitter man now. Just kidding. James, James, let's fucking go, baby. What did Joe Kate said? Yanks lost a crusher tonight. Yes, let's go. I hate the Yankees. Wait, you lost? Wait, lost? We're up 1. Oh, they were up 1-0 through 7. Then Aaron Boone pulled Freed, who was cooking, for the Pen to lose the game. Well, usually in the playoffs, you don't see the third rotation. You don't see the guys the third time around. You don't see because this is all pros here. So batters are going to start to know the starting pitcher. So they kind of pull them, and you got to have a strong bullpen in the playoffs. Also, they're playing the Red Sox. I wasn't even really paying attention. The Red Sox are facing the Yankees in the playoffs. This is dope. Red Sox take game 1, 3-1. Horrid, absolutely horrid. Yeah, that sucks, dude. That sucks. Yes. I'm not wrong. I'm telling. I'm right. Wait. Is this wrong too? James, what does that say? Read him and weep, baby. This is a month-old kid. I'm just messing around. I don't know. It's this is great. I've never been to an ECW show. I've never been to a WCW show, to be quite honest with you. They were always, I was from Chicago. They were always at the United Center. And so it's just, I always went to the Allstate Arena is what it was called back then. I don't know what it's called now. But, yeah, we got a lot of baseball talk, dude. Let's fucking go, dude. Dude, Jason, where you been? Yeah, you started in the beginning of the show. We're in overtime, baby. So you just made it just in time. Home Arcade has been back, and Home Arcade is back, baby. Let's go. Here, let's see if you can forward this clip to Retro Alert Gaming. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna say it for him so he can put it in his videos. We got to get the Arnie Palmer off the screen so he can pull this properly. Here we go. Guys, Home Arcade is fucking back. Okay, now I'll do a cut of not swearing so he can use that in his video. Guys, Home Arcade is back, baby. There, do you like that? Guys, like and subscribe, baby. Let's go. You guys put a smile on my face like nonstop tonight. This is great. I hope you do the same for Steve Sale over in the GoFundMe. Go help him out, man. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's help each other out. That's what we're here for. We guys got to talk a lot of wrestling talk. Love it. Should we do a wrestling podcast? I feel like we got to like bug. Can we? Where's Joe Kate? Are you still here? Can we bug Chase to get somebody from wrestling on? I think it would be like an impactful show. I got to be honest with you. If I can get somebody from wrestling on, like a former wrestler, I know they do it for the money, but Jesus Christ, they got to be able to watch my show and say, okay, we're going with that guy. Come on, man, let's go. Did you like that? This is all access, baby. Let's do this. Fire Island said, I went to an ECW show with Mike Hawkers once. Oh, no way. That's cool. Did you see Mikey Whipwreck there? Yeah, there's an old ECW name. ECW shows be fucking crazy, dude. That would be insane. Rob Van Dam, the Sandman. It's just crazy, dude. Crazy. That's dope, dude. That's awesome. So he's on the East Coast. That's awesome. Jantry G said, I think that Costco just ordered pub tables this year because the Miss Pacman sold awesomely. Jantry, I love your avatar. Look at that paper clip. That's the old school Microsoft. Hey, did you need some help? Dude, this has been a great show. I fucking love you guys. I can't talk to you with that damn clip. I can't. You got it. Oh, let's hone it in. Yeah, they did, but why not have an XL? Didn't that Golden Seed Midway sell like 13,000 of them or something? Right? Like, wasn't that right? Am I wrong? Jantry, if and when, let's just say WrestleFest comes to Costco, let me know if they're like clearancing that thing out. Because if I get it now, I'll get that for a mod project. So just keep me heads up on anything clearance out. I'm also looking for, so guys, right here, you can't see it, but right here, there's a little wall space. I'm looking for a partycade to put there. I'm looking for a partycade. So if anybody knows like a affordable part, I'm like $100 for a partycade, right? I think that'd be pretty cool to put there. Oh, Kid Gruesome, you are 1,000. Oh, yes. Fireside Island, Mikey Whipwreck, and Tajiri. I remember those days. Holy shit. You guys are bringing this one back, dude. Raven, Sandman, Tommy Dreamer, Sabu, RVD, Terry Funk, the Dudleys. I mean, New Jack. How do you forget New Jack? I think New Jack passed away, too. New Jack was fucking crazy. Oh, dude, all these guys. I mean, it just goes on forever. I got a lot of wrestling fans in the house. That's great. I didn't know you guys love wrestling this much. You guys know that I went to wrestling school, right? If they paid more, let's just say wrestling paid me like $2,000 a month, I would be a semi-pro circuit wrestler. I'm just throwing it out there. I can wrestle, guys. Like, but yeah, the Blue Meanie. Jerry Lynn. Yeah, how do you forget Jerry Lynn, dude? He was awesome. Yeah, that's funny. I would be, yeah, but they just don't pay well. So I'm like, especially when you start out, right? So I'm like, but wrestling has always been in my blood. I love to entertain. That's why I do a show with you guys. I could entertain hundreds of thousands of people. It'd be great, dude. It'd be so fun. It'd be so fun. He's not part of ECW. That's just a made up name. It's from a movie, James. You got to go down the roster of like 1998, like ECW roster or something. What? Yeah, okay, Danny, I'll text you later. I have a wrestler buddy from Ohio Wrestling. His name's Beef, and he has connections. I'll let you know. That'd be dope, dude. That'd be cool. I didn't even see this message. That's awesome. You got to get Beef the connections. Let's see if we can make some magic happen. That would be dope. I know we're reaching out, dude, because Joe Kate said, I'll see what I can do, man. I'll see what I can do. That'd be cool. That'd be fun. I think it'd be something different. Yeah, see, New Jack did pass away. Oh, not before he signed with WWE. Oh, that's dope. So he's downloadable. So he signed, because I didn't ever see him wrestle in a match. Oh god, we could talk about wrestling forever. Jeez Louise. I mean, that's part 2 to the show, you know. Is there anything arcade related you guys want to talk about too? I mean, we could touch on everything. I don't care. This is overtime, baby. We had a hell of a show. Did anybody James, you're here in the chat. Did you make your second half payment to Iconic? I took care of mine, just got it done with, so I don't have to sit here and play monkey see, monkey do with that. What do we, Dark Side of the Ring? Was that a movie? I know Above the Mat was or something. What? Let me know. Let's get all this stuff out of here in the bottom. There we go. We cleared out. We finished. We had one hell of a show, guys. It's just off the walls, crazy. I need a good racing cab. Why no one talk about racing? So Devastator, you're gonna be in for a pleasant surprise. So Basic Fun should be doing a wrestling cab because they talked about it, unless plans have changed. Wrestling cab, shooter cab in the future. They're looking maybe 2026. I can tell you guys, we're gonna be getting more than just one cabinet a year kind of thing. This is gonna be really exciting. Hold on your butts. Turn your notifications on. We're gonna be breaking news left and right. Vic, arcades, wrestling, and football. Let's fucking go. James, did you make another half pre-order? Because you can like cancel the order too, and you can just do a full refund. C Marvel says, hold on a second. C Marvel says, considering that WrestleFest doesn't have online, what are the chances they redo it in the future with online play? That's a good question. I would say slim to none, because it's not like they're going to reskin this, you know? That's a good question, though. It's going to be interesting to see if they do re-releases. We are so accustomed to Arcade1Up in their re-releases that we just expect, like, I personally think like there shouldn't be re-releases. There's thousands upon thousands of arcade titles. We can go through the slew of games. Why we don't need to retouch the same thing twice, right? Oh yeah, okay. I might have heard of that. I know there's a lot of crazy shit. Yeah, he said that was a series that chronicled all the fucked up shit like drugs and murder and wrestling. Yeah, I just like to entertain. I just like to. Yeah, wrestling would be phenomenal. When I was in, it was Brew City Wrestling was like the circuit that I was briefly a part of, but I got to meet Tatanka, which was pretty cool. A lot of like WWF guys would come through that circuit, so it was pretty fun. It was a fun time, short but fun time. Super Habit says, would Spy Hunter qualify as a driving cab? I would think so. If the yoke works for Return of the Jedi, then it should work for Spy Hunter. I think they are set up in a very good position for like a Spy Hunter, right? I mean, that's literally what that cabinet is. So we shall see. We've heard a lot of talk, and if Paul Multicade Miniman was in the chat, I don't know where he is. Where is he, guys? Is he okay? Is he feeling good? Because I'm live and I didn't even see him one time tonight. But I know he's touched on a lot of like what John Diaz said, you know, Daytonas, a lot of Sega stuff. So you know, asking, you know, hey, if we're trying to get Sega, like what are some titles, you know, that people would want, trying to test the market, this, that, and the other. Hey, fun fact here. There are apparently, and I could be wrong, I'm gonna fact check this on this. There's 4 Primal Rage 2 cabs in the world, and Galloping Ghost has one, and Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Ranger, has another one. That is fucking awesome. That's crazy. I guess there's one in Australia. Ezekiel was saying there's somebody. Look at, look at, there he is. You say his name and he appears. Hold on, I got a sound check. Well, we gotta pause the show real quick. Where is this at? I know it's a little late, but where is it? Oh, here it is.
Say his name and he appears.
There we go, baby. Primal Rage 2 is a prototype game, unfinished. Doubt someone would put the effort and money to make it whole again. But you have one, Ezekiel. Yeah, see? Told you. That's one of the stories, many of the stories that he said, gather around, kids. Let me tell you an arcade story. So that was pretty fun. James, you're hilarious. You're just a damn troll. James. I don't like the actual cabinet though. It sits really low. Like the control panel, don't like. It's not comfortable at all. It's something that you gotta like sit in front of and play. But I would like a Primal. I got a Primal Rage right here. It's a Primal Rage marquee right here. Area 51, Primal Rage, Smash TV, Final Fight, Mortal Kombat 2. You guys seen the room tours before? Guys, let me know if there's partycades floating around for a good price. I want to add a partycade to the arcade. That's like a focus of mine that I want to fill out this little space here. Just let me know. Where are we at here? Oh, we took a poll and I totally forgot about it. This is classic me all the way. Okay, let's end this poll right now. Are you sad that there will not be an XL cabinet coming from Arcade1Up? And 58% said no, 42% yes. Now, is that because, 71 votes? Thank you guys for showing up and showing out in that poll tonight. Is that because we don't like XLs, or is that because we just don't like Arcade1Up anymore? What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know down in the chat below. Let me know what you got going on. So we're talking wrestling, baseball. I mean, what else we got going on, guys? What else we got going on? Kid Gruesome says, from what the emulator showed, it was like 95% complete. Are we talking about Primal Rage 2? Maybe some balancing issues and a few fatalities is all that missing. I just don't see that happening. Would be dope. Like Vic Vicious says, Primal Rage would be dope. I gotta be honest with you. Any new anything is gonna be fucking awesome. It's just gonna be cool. And guys, we're gonna be on this ride together. You guys are gonna get the breaking videos. You're gonna see the shorts. You're gonna see me go live. We're gonna do the room tours. We're gonna do the unboxings. This is a lot of cool stuff. I got a couple cabs behind me that I can kind of part ways with and sell. The next round, I've gotten Ezekiel's blessings. He said, Danny, I got you the Pacman Frogger to do for the modding. You have my blessings to sell that because we're going XL, baby. So Zeke, I appreciate it. Thank you. Kid Gruesome says, let's talk about go-karting. We're not talking about go-karting. I know nothing about go-karting. Go-karting's fun though. I've been on those like actual where you wear the neck brace and you're in the suit with the helmet. I've done that twice in my life. Awesome. Like when you're like, it's like going like 60 miles an hour. Calvin Wong says, what about the store that PD7 showed clearance Arcade1Up area? Yes, I could check those. I forgot the name. Synergy. I could check that for party case. Yes. I wanted a light up marquee though. And the new one, the Miss Pacman that's at Costco, doesn't have a light up marquee at all. So it's kind of I want it to have a light up marquee, but if it doesn't, it'll be all right. I think it'll look really cool right in the space. It's right behind the door. I think it'll be dope. I think it'll be really cool. So that's what I was going to do there. Or I was thinking about doing like a mini, like put a 32-inch TV there and have like a gun box build. But but I don't know how to do any of that stuff. And all that would cost way more than $100. Like the gun alone, if you get a non-recoil gun, it's like 150. You get a recoil, it's like 250. You got to get the mini PC. You got to get the TV, even though TVs in that size, super cheap, like $100. Got to get the wall bracket. There's a lot more. You got to get a marquee that goes on top, make it look nice. Kind of like a mini Paul Mindemann's Time Crisis setup. I just don't know what I'm doing when it comes to that. So I'm like, well, a party cave would be kind of cool to put there. So maybe I'll just do that, right? What you guys saying? Mike Hawker says, if we got an XL, there wouldn't be any Supreme this year. I believe Basic Fun getting that spot opened the door. I don't understand that at all, really. Like, you know, from what we've heard, Arcade1Up, or not Arcade1Up, Costco wants more like home arcade products and stuff. So why not have one from Iconic Arcade, Basic Fun, Unico, Arcade1Up? Like, why not just do it all, right? I don't. Do they only have so much retail floor space, or what? I don't know, right? But yeah, I mean, I'd rather have a WrestleFest than whatever Arcade1Up was going to do. That's 100% correct. Like, they weren't going to do anything like spectacular. I guess I'm just lucky that I have a Killer Instinct, a Golden Tee with some Midway games on it, and a Pacman, right? I think we're good there. Vic said, so much talking about Sega promising my dream cab afterburner, but regardless, Joe said he'll be doing his first if he makes one. Yeah, he should be making one, because Zeke, I know Ezekiel sent out the actual bezel to Afterburner, so he has that as a mold to work off of. So look for it in the future. Rich Odello has joined the party. Let's go, CornerCade Crew channel member. What's going on, man? Thank you for stopping by. You'll catch a replay, I'm sure. Do you guys want to talk about anything else? You got me. You got me live. You guys earned this opportunity, guys, through your hard work and fun donations in today's show. Yeah, I mean, disappointed all around for Arcade1Up and what they've said. I think it's kind of like what we all predicted and what was all going to be happening, right? And it's sad because it's just like another opportunity. Like, how cool would it be, like, since they sell the Midway license, to get like an XL Terminator 2? That would be pretty cool, right? I would buy that, right? Or an XL NBA Jam, right? An XL Mortal Kombat, which, oh my God, you could see why, like, all the mishaps in this company. It's beyond belief, right? So those now, anything Midway is going to be off the table. At least, maybe. Are they exclusive or not? Because everybody has Bandai Namco, right? So maybe they're not exclusive. That would be cool. We'll see. We'll take it day by day. Sir Sega says Basic Fun wants to sell Ultras before they release the Supremes. Same trick as Arcade1Up. They want people to buy Ultras and then buy it again in a different form factor. I don't know. They're showing everything together in their promotional material. So I think it's going to be any day now with the Supremes. At least I hope. You know, a lot of us are Supreme fans now. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, it's a good theory to have, though. Makes sense. I do like how they're just doing everything in all the form factors. That's how it should be. So we as a consumer can choose what we want. I never wanted to get to where, you know, like, let's say the Turtles cab from Basic Fun, right? It's only available in an Ultra and a Slimmy. And I'm like, dude, I only collect the Supremes. Like, and now I can't get Turtles. Or you gotta suck it in the Ultra version. Like, I'm glad that at least everything's being made for the most part in their form factors. Their most important form factors are going to be the Ultra and the Supreme. The Slimmy will just be there, right? It'll just be there. Yes, an Open Ice XL would be badass. That would be really cool. I thought for a second you said Chris Tang. I'm like, Chris Letang, like from Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh Penguins. Chris Letang. Midway is not exclusive. It just costs $1 million for the license. Interesting. So it's much like Sega, where it's just expensive. And Basic Fun has Konami. So could we get an X-Men? Holy cow. I mean, now, I know we're going back to the well, but we need an X-Men. That would be phenomenal. I would take a repeat of that. The Kaz. Yes. Thank you for stopping by, man. The Arcade1Up Cuber. No Arcade1Up Cuber, but we could get like an XL possible Cuber from somebody else. I don't think Iconic would put it up, but Basic Fun, that might be your only shot right there. Joe Cade says, that's an interesting theory, Sir Sega. Makes sense too. Yeah, I want to get the arcade ship rolling here. It's been a little bit. We're just kind of waiting, you know. We're seeing these slowly matriculate online. So we're just waiting at this point. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens down the road, you know, because it's gonna be sooner than later, guys. I mean, tomorrow's October. Like, it's time, baby. It's time. Yeah, I know. Jason has mentioned this to me, like doing a Konami just multi-cade, kind of like the Golden Tee Midway, but just of all like the great Konami games, right? So that would be cool. Maybe skinning a Frogger or something. Devastator Omega says, I'm just glad I'm not hearing about pinball machines. Up to my neck about hearing pinball. Oh, wait a second. Hold on, I got something for you. It's the after show. Devastator Omega, only because I love you, dude. Where is... Guys, who's getting this? Devastator Omega. Is anybody getting scared stiff for the at games? Can somebody recommend this to me? Should I be buying this table? Is this a good table? Let me know. This is a perfect time. That's great. I forgot to mention that on the show. That's so funny. Oh my god. It's so I couldn't help myself. That's it, everybody. We're out of here. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that to you guys. Oh my god, I thought that was funny. You guys made me laugh really hard today. It was great. Tuesdays are fun, dude. Okay, so for X-Men, Tron, and Marvel, they have to go ask Disney for the license. All right, Disney, make it happen. Because I want an X-Men. I want an extra X-Men. XL X-Men. Right? What is it? Extreme X-Men? Oh, Extreme X-Men. A Supreme X-Men. A Taco X-Men. It's Supreme and Extreme. I sound like I'm ordering from Taco Bell. Yeah. I don't. Should I get that? Do I have any pinheads in the house? I didn't see any pinball guys in the house. Is Elvira worth it? Okay, so Mike Hawker says, yes, Elvira will get my 4KP back online. Hopefully they'll have functioning firmware before then. So I should get this one. Is this like Monster Bash levels? Like, let me know. Because I just don't want to buy every table. I want to have all the Williams tables I want to have. I want to have good Williams stuff, you know. And I want to make sure that I'll go back to it and play it. It's not just going to sit there on the machine. And I just wasted $5 or $15 or, you know, whatever the case may be, right? Oh, this is a one hell of a ride on Tuesdays, guys. This is what we're talking about, baby. We're back. I guess we'll see you guys next week and have some more fun and do what we do best, guys. Entertain the masses. So Calvin Wong says, yes, Elvira's a good buy. Okay. You know, I've never played it, so you know, I'm not I enjoy pinball, but I don't know. Touching on that, like when B went to, wasn't Comic-Con, what did he go to? It's when he went to that event and saw Arcade1Up down there. Well, not only was Arcade1Up there, but Wonderland was there too. And I know the code needs a lot of work. The table looks great. They really did a good job with that. Not a big fan, and I'll tell them this, not a big fan of the chrome trim, because that's just a fingerprint magnet. They should have really done black or something with that, like the At games. But yeah, I understand why they went chrome, but it's always a fingerprint magnet. And they did a really good job with the table. Hopefully they can just code some of that out. It does have Wi-Fi, so they'll be able to update that to fix all the coding issues and stuff like that in the game code. But I think hats off to Wonderland. I mean, they really have a really cool product, and you're not going to know, unfortunately. You know, we talk about pinball tables. You know, it's not like I like every pinball table, right? There are some tables I'm just like, it's okay. Like, I'd really like, for instance, of course, I'm going to forget it now. Why am I drawing a blank? Well, there's a bunch of tables I like, but I like what is the table with the Demigorgon in it? Why am I keep thinking of Scared Stiff right now? Can somebody help me? It's a show. Why am I literally having a mental this like literally that's all I have in my head now is scared stiff. Why can't I think of this? It's with the teenagers fighting the monsters. Literally, why did I just lose this? Stranger Things. I don't know why that just went out of my head. I love playing that table. The black line on there is awesome. Like the pattern that it gets when the Demigorgon comes. Trying to shoot it in the Demigorgon's like mouth is great. I love the pattern of the table. I like the theme music of the table. I just overall enjoy that Stern pinball table, right? So you're not really gonna know this product until you play it. And remember, this is only the one table that you play. It's not like my V-Pin where I can put it on any table, right? There are some tables that I play less than others. Like I play Monster Bash way more than I play Junkyard, right? I play Fishtails more than I play Jurassic Park. Even though Jurassic Park is way better with the theme on there, I'm trying to think. I play, Medieval Madness a lot. My favorite table right now is Theater of Magic. I don't know why. It's easy to play and I enjoy it. I enjoy trying to shoot for the trunk, shooting up the rails. Like I don't want to get a whole pinball talk, but I enjoy a lot of tables over other tables. So that's the whole point of this. So like if you're interested in the Wonderland pinball, we might be able to help you out with that. Full disclaimer: we're gonna talk to Wonderland Amusements and see how well that pin really plays. Serseka says, "I love Elvira. I would buy it even if it sucked." So there's a lot of like Elvira fans here, yeah. I guess I'll take your recommendations. You guys have never steered me wrong, But let's get out of here, guys. I love each and every one of you for hopping on in here. I could go all night, all day. And go support Steve, his GoFundMe. I got the link in here. It's posted up. I'll also pin this in the comment section so you guys can go, help him out. A couple bucks, 100%. Yeah, Vic, before you guys get out of here, just hit the like button. Like, just minimize the video and then smash that like. It's very important. I usually get like 50 likes on a video. That usually helps us out. Helps us grow. We gotta grow the channel, guys, because we can't just stay in the small little box forever, guys. We gotta expand. we gotta grow. I appreciate everybody showing out tonight, not only in the chat box, but through the super chatting. You guys are just awesome. You kill it every time. We have fun here every Tuesday. I love getting with you guys. Even when we don't have anything to talk about, we still make it one hell of a show. A lot of things today. You heard a little bit of arcade. We get off the rails here a lot of the show. So I hope I made my point clear as crystal with Arcade1Up. I don't know what they're doing anymore. At least they came out and said something. But I think I think they understand it's time to move on because they can't fulfill what their hardcore fans want. And they're just going to try to do like, Hello Kitty claw machines and stuff. Right. And then we've gotten word on that before. That Davin and Dora were at licensing events, not so much for arcade titles, but for getting other kind of theming licensing done for future products. What those could be, game room solution type products, right? So Arcade1Up is a good one. It was a good ride while it lasted. I don't really ever see me buying another Arcade1Up product in the future, unfortunately. It just is what it is. The Party Kate will probably be the last. Unless somebody's selling like an XL online or something, on Marketplace or something. But, since they're kind of like done with the XL line and they're only going to Slimmies, we'll still cover them. Because, if you guys want that, we'll talk about it. But the future is definitely bold and bright. And it's a great time to be alive if you're a home arcade fan. Because there's going to be a lot of cool and exciting new, and dare I say new titles coming out. That'll really captivate audiences. And again, I hope they just do them right. WrestleFest, it's like, what, 80-90% there? But I've always said I'd rather have an 80-90% game than nothing at all, right? And I think you're going to start to see that and appreciate that. Just, it is what it is, and this is the games. And I'd rather fill out my game room with new and exciting 90% titles than a bunch of Pacmans. Like, it's just, we're over it, right? Right? Like, I don't know. So, that's what we're at, with Arcade1Up and, Basic Fun's the future, guys. I've heard that nobody has canceled their pre-order on Iconic Arcade. So it looks like you guys are all in. We paid the other half off. And it's time to get Alpha 2 in the house, finally. I hope the 6 and the buttons are decently good. Anything near the KI Pro, and I'll be excited because it's only 75%. I'll take it. For me, I'll take it. You got to see the bigger picture, right? Like, and I totally get if you don't want to buy it, by all means, you have that right to. I'm not going to get every single arcade cabinet, right? So 100%. Party on Thursdays for Moral Virus. Is that when it comes out? We were just talking about that. RTX. Is this worth getting? Is Scared Stiff worth bringing to the CornerCade in the virtual reality world? No, not the virtual. The At Games virtual table world. Let's go, baby. Or is that when you're streaming it? Is that when it comes out and you're streaming it? Let me know. Yeah, so we talked about a lot of that. I'm trying to think what else did we touch up on. I think that's it. Oh, the party, the little round pub table thingy. You know, I think I'm more sad that the XL line is no good because at least I could have had something from Arcade1Up, right? A potential mod opportunity yet. Yep, new announcement. Okay. Oh, so a new announcement from Zen, like the Pinball Bites thing. I think it's the Zen Pinball Bites. That I never watched those, but yeah, that'd be cool. Like new exciting tables coming at the At Games machine is great, right? Like nobody's gonna say no to that, right? We touched on Wonderland. Thank you, Zero Redux, for keeping us on trail here. We talked about Wonderland. It's a lot of cool, exciting stuff. We'll get a lot of new information, you know, as it comes through. Guys, keep checking. Keep checking Costco, Sam's Club. Let's see what comes out. Oh, Jesus. I showed that to my daughter and she was like dancing. That's so funny. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could. You know, it's funny because I asked her one time and I bought her the what is the pony one? My Little Pony or something table. She like had to have that, right? I mean, granted, she's 5. And she like never plays it. She wants to play like Jurassic Park instead. I was like, why did I? It's like $5. I could have got something else. So I can try to hone it in with my daughter a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Buy the Pacman if it goes on super clearance at $200. Yeah. Devastator says need a deep discount on Arcade1Up cabs this holiday season, like $300 tops. I don't. Yeah, I mean that would help, but we're so forward to the XL line now. It's just like. We'll still talk about the ultras, the deluxes, and all those stuff. Slim Katie's, whatever. You know, it's where I'm really gonna get excited is the XL line, and that's I think what most people will be excited for because those new titles are gonna be coming that way. But guys, I appreciate each and every one of you guys being here. Kicking it in the overtime with you guys is always a pleasure. Guys, leave a comment down below. Go support Steve and his GoFundMe. Guys, you showed up and shut out. You know, give this video a like on your way out. And guys, you know, like we always do, as always, this is Danny from the CornerCade, guys. Love being live with you on another Tuesday night. We'll see you this same time, this same spot next week, Tuesday, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.